Next, originally you had said you wanted to get your pilot's license.
Still do.
That you still do. That's a very long process. That's a difficult bucket list item, but we've maneuvered this.
Yeah.
You just want to fly a plane.
Yes.
Be in the.
Hey, everybody. Hello on this rainy Monday morning.
Yeah.
We got to stop with this rain, honestly.
It's going to be here for
I
a
feel
couple
like
more
it's
years.
been the past week I've been coming in with the windshield wipers on, and I don't like it.
It's killing me, that's for sure.
It's naptastic. Great for the lawns, though.
Yep.
Great for the
A little
plants.
too
Good
good.
for the lawns.
Not for the rest
not
of the
good
landscape.
for the driving.
No.
You guys have known I've been dealing with that, back wall that I told you I had.
You got a
That kind of
retaining
an
wall
issue?
issue?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a retaining wall issue anymore. I just have an
Congrats.
Oh, well.
Because the wall has come down.
Okay.
Congratulations.
No.
Are congratulations in order?
No, definitely not. It was not on purpose.
Well,
But this rain has not helped.
yep.
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 It weakened its knees and bye.
No, this is just, I tell you what. With the rain this morning, I opened up the garage. Oh, man, it's coming down pretty good. Put the old windshield wipers on.
Yeah.
White knuckling it down 109.
I don't mind the rain, but I do feel really bad for construction folks and lawn guys. I've been seeing all these lawn guys like throughout the weekend. I mean, you can tell they're like speeding. They're trying to get
through
in.
it.
Yeah, they're trying to get in anything they can while there's somewhat dry grass blades.
No, well, you know what? That 109 out by me, that road is so dark. Mm-hmm. Not only are you dodging deer, but also there are spots where there are huge ass puddles, and they come up on you. And when your car hits one of those things, you go, "Oh, yeah!"
Went back in time.
Well, I get into the office this morning. I go up the stairs and barely conscious. Go to get my keys out to open up the office door, and of all the keys that are on my key ring, one key's missing.
How?
No.
My office door key. I have no idea where it is.
That's bizarre to me. Like, that's some magician stuff.
Did you get up in the middle of the night and
throw
throw it away?
Like,
That's a good thought, Scott.
did your son, do you have a safe at the house where all your money is? And, your son was like, I'm going to get dad's safe key off of the key ring and break
Could
into the
be.
safe?
Everybody's a suspect at this point.
Yep.
Everybody's a suspect. But all I have, listen, it's not like a janitor set of keys, but there are quite a few keys on my key ring.
Do you need my key, man? I'll give you my key.
Well, I need somebody's key. I got to make a copy of it. I mean, I don't need it right now.
Well, let's do it now. I'll forget.
All right, I'll take the key.
All right, man.
Little Monday morning key exchange. How sweet is that?
That's it. So it was, man.
Bizarre.
I try to retrace my steps. I don't know. It's gone.
You feel like vulnerable in some way, like you may have been robbed, and I don't even mean you think that you've been robbed. I'm saying, do you have that feeling of ugh, where could this be?
You know what? I blame Hot Shots on Friday. Somebody probably keyed you. Ooh. Somebody probably saw your keys dangling from your little jeans, and then probably listener Lori, who was handing out Jello shots.
No, my key's usually in my tucked in my pocket. I got this.
That's crazy.
It's got the old carabiner.
I got the old carabiner on here.
Yeah, Lindbergh High School,
Jingle,
1997.
Yeah.
They go on the belt loop and into the pocket.
I don't know.
I think Lern's right. Somebody took it off you.
Hey,
someone come in the
put that
office.
on the ring. Don't just put that loosey-goosey in
No,
your
I'm going to
pocket.
put it loosey-goosey right now because I'm going to put it on its own thing.
Don't lose
later.
my key.
I'm not going to.
You're known for losing keys.
Yes, now
You're the key guy.
The key loser. Everybody's a suspect.
Everybody's a suspect, so expect cavity searches at some point today, everybody.
Fine.
Yes.
Scott's very excited.
Maybe it was an Hot Shots. I don't know. I have no idea. It's probably in my drawer at home.
I had this happen on Saturday. Tim and I took Tim on a little scavenger hunt date. He had no idea what we were doing. He goes, I want you to plan a whole day dates. I'm like, cool. Took him to the Butterfly House in Chesterfield.
Oh, exciting.
And
Faust
then
Park?
Faust Park.
Nice.
And we walked through. They have little old Fentons over there. Little old timey setup that I didn't know anything about.
Oh, yeah.
We are walking
Oh, yeah.
through. We're taking cute selfies. The guy loses his $100 Ray-Ban sunglasses at some point in the walk through the old timey town.
Katie's asked her.
Had to look through my photos. when did he last have his sunglasses with him? And we found the damn things because of
little tiny
investigative
town.
reporting.
We took
Detective.
the only time the Rizz
Smart.
family ever took family photos was
there?
Was in that little town.
They have a little
Really?
mercantile that's all set up like old times. It's cool.
Dude, you know what I found? And this is going to
How
sound.
do you go there?
If you don't understand this, it's not going to make me sound very good. But with sunglasses, dude, the $100 ones, you've just spent enough to be really upset when you lose them because you will still lose them.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like if
No.
you get like $10 ones, you lose them. No. What?
I don't lose sunglasses.
I only lose them unless I spend stupid money. And the one time that I spent stupid money, I still have them. I don't lose those because once you spend stupid money on sunglasses,
Oh, yeah.
you don't lose them.
Yeah, no, I got an expensive pair of sunglasses, and I've had them for
Now, expensive
15 years.
expensive to me is $35. So anything over that is expensive. But I had a $100 pair and I lost them because it was a ton of money to me, but it just wasn't enough apparently. What do you mean by expensive glasses? How expensive were yours?
I don't know. My wife got these like Gucci sunglasses for me. They got to be like $250. But I've had them for
Yeah.
15 years.
When you drop over $250 on sunglasses, it's a life-changing thing where you go, I will know where these are.
And the last
in
pair
my
I
sleep.
lost were another expensive pair, which I had for 10 years prior to that. I lost them jet skiing in Mexico.
Oh, my gosh.
Man.
Never.
What an idiot.
What an idiot.
What an idiot.
Never take him out on the jet ski.
That Poseidon, he is.
He is. I
Yeah.
made a sharp turn on a jet ski, and, I went one way, and the glasses
Yeah.
went the other way.
I wonder how many
Whoops.
thousands of pairs of sunglasses are in the bottom of oceans and every body of
well.
water.
There's a
I
lot
have
of
a
cool
few.
looking fish down there.
A lot,
yeah.
along with the bodies and shipwrecks.
Exactly.
Poseidon's wearing my Apple Watch.
Well, so that happened this morning, and then I've decided to try this new Stumptown cold brew coffee in a
I
can.
thought that was a coffee flavored beer for a second.
No.
That's motor oil. That stuff
Ooh,
hurts.
boy, I am buzzing. Never again.
I'm a thick coffee guy, and that stuff's
Really?
too,
Where'd
too
you find
much
that
for
at?
me.
It was at the grocery store.
Well, you
It's
just-
called Hairbender.
Can I have one of those
See it?
tomorrow?
I bought one.
Oh, just one. Oh, well, never mind.
I just buy a loose.
If
They
you
were
want to
loose.
physically feel your heart, that's what you do.
This is never again.
I miss getting all jacked up on caffeine.
This
like
I'm
that.
jacked up on caffeine.
I could use that.
Like you can feel the shape of your heart, the size of it.
I physically can't do that to myself.
I have like a niacin buzz through my whole body.
Damn it, I'm jacked.
Yeah.
Vitamin
Want that.
coffee.
Like from the tip of from the tip top of my head to my toes.
Your tamales, you're feeling it.
To my tamales, I'm really feeling this coffee. Anyway, it was a good weekend. We had a very nice Friday.
What a party. I had a great time.
Had a great time Friday at the Hot Shots
Heck yeah.
out there in Edwardsville. Well, first I was down at the Schnucks in Des Peres for a noon kind of, hey, I'm here with Cutwater. Dude, ton of people.
Who gave you a cake?
Sweet.
The people from Schnucks.
How nice.
You got a cake?
They made me a sheet cake.
Did you bring a cake?
No, my son and I ate the cake.
Sheet cake.
Well, what's funny, I got home, I put the cake in the fridge, and my son called me up as we're driving out to Edwardsville, and he goes, "Hey man, sheet cake in the fridge.
What's up?
What's up with that?"
You just come home and there's just streaks from a fork.
I go, "It's up for grabs, man. Go ahead."
It's a go. It's a go.
And it was eaten out of the box. But this is funny. So the people at Schnucks baked me the cake. They got a really great cake designer over there. So with the cake came 4 little cupcakes. So anytime a little kid came up, hey, do you want one of the cupcakes? But I never, and I'm super conscious of this now. You never ask the kid.
Right.
You gotta ask the mom or dad.
Yeah.
You gotta ask the mom or dad before you offer the kid sweets nowadays.
They're tracking the sugar
That's smart.
intake. Yep.
And allergens.
So I asked one dad, one dad came up with his kids and, hey, they want cupcakes? Oh, yeah. Great, thank you. I asked one mom, I go, hey, your kid want a cupcake? And she goes, we are organic.
Ooh.
I like her.
We are organic.
Yeah.
I go, okay. No cupcake for your kid.
No.
Well, I'm sure one of the ingredients was organic.
That's when you just go, well, little Timmy, Rizz wanted you to have a cookie.
Well, and I
want you to
I
know
made
that.
sure I did it out of earshot of the kid.
That's nice of you,
The
man.
kid was in the cart.
No organic joy for little Timmy.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be so mad at my mom.
Me too.
I love cupcakes. I still do. I'm 39 and I still have the same joy fluttering that happens whenever somebody's like, "Hey, you want one of these free cupcakes?" Yes.
I don't even know. I don't even know what that means. I get it. You buy organic produce,
Right.
and she was a listener, and thank you for coming by. But I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, are there such thing as organic cupcakes?
I'm sure.
Like they're full
I mean,
of sugar.
but what does that
You
mean?
could
Every
probably
ingredient?
use cassava flour and some other stuff.
No, that's
and-
gluten free.
Like organic cream.
Organic?
Yeah, but if
I
it's
don't
all
understand-
organic ingredients, yeah.
Okay.
Organic icing.
I don't know
Need to
how you could
more.
go through. I mean, that's got to be tough eating. That's got to be tough going to places.
Or it's maybe the most delicious that you've ever had.
Probably
because
not.
It's the most delicious.
It means probably you're
organic
overpaying for
deliciousness.
everything.
Yeah. It's a $20
It means you're
cupcake.
probably overpaying for every single ingredient you buy.
Might be worth it though.
I don't know.
For yeah, okay. Well, hey, thank God I asked the mom first.
Yeah, good move.
You got to do that now.
Yeah. Well, then you get to hot shots.
Then we get to hot shots. I mean,
You get there first.
Yeah, you
You're
were
in the
early.
parking lot.
I was there. I
mean, we're
got there
always
about
early.
5 minutes before Lern.
I roll up, windows down, blaring Limp Bizkit because I too am taking this Limp Bizkit contest that we're going to be doing until July, I guess. Pretty serious.
Yeah, if you missed Friday's show, we were offered the chance to have somebody from the show go up on stage and sing a song with Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
Right.
So I've pitted the crew up against themselves
Yeah.
as I stand in judgment.
We have to all learn "Turn It Up, Bitch," which is the new song from Limp Bizkit.
So yeah, you roll. Listen, I get there. I never leave anything at a chance, especially when you come in from that far away. Like from my house to that Edwardsville Hot Shots, it's an hour.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
We you mentioned it at least a half a dozen times.
It's an hour, and
What do you think? An hour? We think an hour and a half? Should I give it an hour and a half? It's kind of traffic. Hour
Okay,
there.
well-
what do you think? Hour and 40?
Yeah.
the gig started at 5, and we're hitting prime time.
Rush
Drive
hour.
home
I know.
Friday rush hour traffic, and
I
I
know.
got to hit 270.
It
And
was
there was some-
2:30 when I started the. I put in the address on Waze just to see if there were any.
Flooding because there were flood emergencies too.
There was a
Really?
semi on its side. Did you see that?
No.
No.
Not coming our way.
270, 255, like that little.
I did 44 to Poplar to 270.
Oh wait, no. You know what? No, I'm thinking
I
about.
went 270 up straight
Sorry,
over into Illinois.
I was sick on Saturday. I'm thinking about Redbud. That was on the way to Redbud.
Oh, okay.
No, we went straight up 270 out to Edwardsville. But no, I leave nothing a chance. God forbid there's an accident. I got to
Yep.
be there.
Or rock and roll emergency.
I
You
got
never
to
know.
be there for the people. And if I have to get there 20 minutes early, hell, I'll sit in the parking lot, listen to ELO, and play Candy Crush. That's what I did.
Nice.
And that's what I did. And then
The old Rizz routine.
Frederica Durst rolls up with
Yep.
her in her car,
Here I am.
brake stuff blaring out of the windows.
I had the greatest hits on.
Nice.
It was great.
They're all.
We're, listen. So far as the listener poll goes, who should sing with Fred Durst? I think you're in the lead, right?
Yes, I won that first poll, first round. With only 36% or something, so it was
Yeah,
tough.
it's a tight race. But again, the listener vote is not binding for me. I will take it into consideration. But nice crowd out there on Friday.
So much
Great
fun.
crack.
So much fun. I
The
love going.
teachers,
The teachers, spent some time with the teachers out there in the back corner.
secret teacher table in the back, so in case students walk in, they don't know that they're back there drinking.
Did you
Mai
go back
Tais.
to see the teachers?
I didn't get really past
I don't think
the
you
door.
moved.
No, I came in and that's where I was stationed.
Oh man, I worked that room. I went everywhere.
Nice.
I was like a surgeon.
I was impressed.
I was like a surgeon with that room. I gave everybody time.
Yeah.
I talked so much on Friday, my jaw hurt when I got home.
Everybody
Yeah.
showed me their cats, and I appreciated it. It was like one of the most beautiful things. Everybody was showing me photos of their cats at home.
Saw
Nice.
cat photos, talked to the teachers. It was great. Great event.
I threw darts,
You did?
lost
Yeah.
one round.
Well,
And then
I think
tied
the most
another.
memorable thing for me from that event was we went outside to go talk on the radio for. When we go out to one of those kind of events, we gotta hey, talk on the radio. Hey, it's a Rizz show. We're live from the Hot Shot Tomatoes Road. Come on out here to some blah blah blah. So go out. Moon whispers to me. He goes, hey man,
Oh, I knew you were going to say this.
He goes, you got a whole bunch of nose hairs.
Oh, no.
I said, your nose hairs are connecting with your mustache right now. It's hiding
What?
it, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a noticeable thing.
You had to be
It was,
close.
You know, you're staring at people.
That's the problem with being taller. I
You
can't
guys
see
really talk really close
see
to
what's going on down there.
Well, when we were standing in like a tight circle,
Yeah.
doing our, talk break.
Uh-huh.
And listen, I'm super happy that we have this relationship, and we have this with everybody here.
And he would do the same for
And
me.
I would do the same for you. Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
your zipper's open. Hey, you got something in your teeth. Hey, your breath is kicking like Bruce Lee. You got nose hairs. You got a bat in the cave. Whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I go, oh man, really? Now I'm a disaster currently. My facial disaster. I'm just a mess.
But wait, what do you mean you're just a mess?
Like I'm unkempt.
I wouldn't say that.
I feel that way.
You look kempt as you always have. Like, I mean, this is as kempt as it gets. Oh.
I don't get it.
I feel ungroomed.
I didn't know that. Perhaps I would have chose my words slightly differently.
No, it's fine. You were pretty brutal about it.
I was not brutal. I was direct. Why doesn't the world appreciate directness?
No, and I do appreciate it. It just, you didn't hit a nerve, but since my wife's been out of town, I don't know, I feel like the whole operation's in shambles at home.
Like 2 days.
So ridiculous.
She's been
Could
gone
she
for
just have a
36
week?
hours.
Yeah.
She's been gone since Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel like the whole thing at home is out of whack. My wife's been out of town since Tuesday. She gets back, later today.
Yeah.
We have a thing at home, like it's, it's the system. It works.
Uh-huh.
And part of the relationship, part of what you love and brag about in your relationship is how direct you and your wife are
It's
with
how
one another.
Yeah, brutally honest.
So I'm just slipping in.
Yeah, but the hairs have been there more than Tuesday.
They grow very quickly.
Oh.
Yes, the pain of a 40-something-year-old man. You have no idea.
No, when she gets home later, she'll go, your beard is gross. We have a wedding to go to next week. Do something about this. And I will. She goes, put yourself together. Put yourself together, you slob.
Right. So then what? So he tells you about your nose hairs.
Now I'm like, oh, man, I've been talking to people for over an hour now.
Well,
how many other people have noticed?
Well, I didn't say it was gross. I said, yeah, it's not really noticeable, but you're going to want to clean that up when you get home. I wasn't like, whew, your nose looks terrible.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You didn't say nobody noticed.
I don't care what you heard. What I said.
Well, what I heard was it's gross and
you should be ashamed of
you
yourself.
might as well start braiding them.
Right.
That's not what I said.
You might as well start braiding your nose hairs.
Right.
No, you go, really? And then you flared, and I was like, yeah, you're just going to want to clean that up, but nobody's going to see it.
Oh, yeah. And then what'd you do? We went inside, and then then he declared to the line.
I declare.
You told everybody in the line that I have nose hairs.
Yeah.
That is 100% true.
That is.
The whole thing was to tell people.
I said the first couple people.
Well, see, it's private if you do it
there
that
were
way.
like 20 people standing there, you told.
But I didn't just say, oh, guys, Rizz has nose hairs. I said whatever it was that you said to me. Because remember, you kind of chirped at me. You
The whole
yelled
thing
at
is
me.
like, hey, I'm telling you so you don't embarrass yourself.
Yeah, in private.
And then he yelled that I got nose hair sticking out. I ran right to the
Wow.
bathroom.
I wasn't telling you so you don't embarrass yourself. I was telling you so you clean it up
I
when you
ran
get home.
right to the bathroom and started plucking them out. And
You did?
What are you doing? Come on, I told you. I was like,
jeez.
nobody's going to notice. It looks fine.
And I swear to God, the first thing I got home, I went upstairs and got my little nose hair trimmer. And
Yeah, your whole nose, I mean, it looks smaller, the whole thing.
I'm good now, right?
Better than
yeah.
good. It looks like you
Did
went
Did it get
got
jammed?
groomed.
Your nose hair trimmer? Like how thick it was? Was it
Well,
jammed?
if you have a nose hair trimmer, when it's doing work, when it
Your voice has changed. I mean, you did so much clearing.
I still do scissors, man.
I guess I got to start like really looking at you people because I
you
didn't
mean by
notice.
you
We were
people?
all in the little huddle doing the broadcast. I wouldn't have noticed your nose hair.
Oh no, when I looked in the mirror, I go, oh my God, Moon's right. But you didn't have to tell everybody. The whole point of
I didn't tell everybody.
the whole point of like, hey buddy, pulling somebody's side is
Okay.
with discretion.
Well,
Discretion.
the reason that I said something is because you were yelling at me about something on the way in as we were walking in, and I was laughing.
But it wasn't
and
about
I was
nose
like-
hairs.
Yes, it was. I was like, he's yelling at me because I told him he's got nose hairs.
And everybody started laughing and pointing.
And then he screamed, he goes, you didn't have to tell anybody?
Oh, elementary all over.
Well, anyway, thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for enduring that.
We
The
love
Hot
each
Shot
other, man.
staff, amazing, rolled out the red carpet.
Yep.
They wanted did you see the piñata?
No.
Oh, no. I
The
missed
Rizzuto
that.
piñata that was up there?
Was it your head?
No, it was like it looked like a margarita glass
How
with
did
a
I-
lime sticking out.
How did we miss that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Did you hit it?
Yeah,
I thought you knew it was there.
Did you swing
I
something
didn't
at it?
swing it. I didn't
It was
see
right
anything.
above your head.
I'm small. I didn't look up.
She's not seeing nose hair. She's not seeing
I'm
pinatas.
not very
And the
observant.
it's a Rizz show on it, Cinco de Rizzo, and the manager's like, "Hey, do you want it?" I go, "What am I going to do with this?"
Is there candy in it?
No, it was empty.
Oh.
Well, then it's not a
I go, "What-
pinata.
They should have put chicken wings in there.
What am,
Like pizza and chicken wings
what
and
am I
all
gonna
kinds of
do
good
with,
stuff.
You keep it every year.
What am I going to do?
Eat
with
the
this?
hell out of it.
What was it? Paper mache llama? What was it again?
The margarita glass.
Oh. Yeah, no.
We give it away at something.
And man, I tell you what, when you declare that you're going to only have one drink that night,
Oh,
Here they come.
It worked.
here they come.
it was impossible almost.
Oh no, it was possible for me. I had one drink.
And
I didn't.
I had a Jello shot in the parking lot.
I had two.
one drink.
And
No, that's it. And water.
I had one tequila shot with a very nice lady. I had Lori's Jello shot in the parking lot, and then I had water for the rest of the time. So I was all right.
All right.
nice.
That's it.
Yeah, when you declare, man, everybody's offering everything.
Yeah.
I saw you get offered drinks every 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I declined. And by the way, because of your little stunt at the Hot Shots, you're in last place now for the Olympics to sing on stage.
What?
Oh, come
Scott,
on.
congratulations.
Oh,
You
thank
got the spot.
I'll crawl my way back.
All right, there's still time. But that was some negative points, by the way.
See, and it didn't cancel itself out that I friended
No.
you by telling you that you had it?
Nope.
That's a bummer.
Negative, definitely negative points for the Olympics contest.
How many points is that worth?
Quite a bit.
Well, shoot.
Quite a bit. So you have to do something
You're right.
to redeem yourself. And then well, I got home on Friday night and I started watching the Jerry Seinfeld Pop-Tarts movie.
Unfrosted.
Oh, boy.
Not good?
I made it about 25, 30 minutes in.
Really?
And turned it off?
I turned it off.
Too filthy, huh?
Didn't watch it.
I was like, ooh, this is so terrible.
Might ruin Jerry.
It may ruin Jerry for me.
Is it for kids? Is that why?
I don't know
it sucks?
who it's for. It's for nobody. And I love Jerry Seinfeld.
And
do.
Gaffigan.
Seinfeld is my favorite TV show of all time.
It's kind of one
By
of those.
far.
It seems like it's just kind of one of those like, here's a movie to throw on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was trying to watch it going to bed, like taking a nap. So I got about 10 minutes in, and it felt like oh yeah, this is perfect because my mind's not on this.
So is it kind of like one of Adam Sandler's where it's not his?
See,
Okay, it's just like a
This
fun
is-
movie.
This is to me
That's what it
like,
felt like.
Jerry
Is it just
Seinfeld.
fun?
Jerry Seinfeld goes to Netflix and goes, I have an idea for a movie. And then go, oh man, Seinfeld wants to do a movie? Here, take all my money. And we're not, it's Jerry Seinfeld. We don't need to bother like watching what he's doing.
Yeah,
Like,
just-
what do they call that? The dailies when they
Yeah.
film stuff, you know, the executives, producers, they look at the dailies just to see what's going on. The money people do. And they're like, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
They stacked the roster too. Everybody's in this movie.
I mean, you got Melissa McCarthy in it. You got Amy Schumer. You got Jim Gaffigan. You
Bill
got
Burr.
Sebastian Maniscalco. You got Bill Burr. I made it up to the Bill Burr part.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
And Netflix is like, "Pfft, dude, blind faith, man. Go ahead. Do what you want. You're Jerry Seinfeld.
Sucks.
Wow.
And they started promoting it.
And it's about Pop Tarts, which everybody loves Pop Tarts.
Oh no! Did you know who directed it?
Who directed it? Jerry
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Is this his first time directing something like this?
Produced, written, starring, directed. Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm going to do everything.
Oh, Jerry.
I'm going to direct it. I'm going to produce it and write it.
It seems like a sketch made into a movie, and I understand a lot of these comedy movies. That's all they are, in general, and that's fine. And some of them are great, but it just seemed like
Ooh, man. It's swing and a
it
miss.
seemed like a great sketch
Really?
from one of his routines put into a movie. And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Well, and he's everywhere. He's on the Bill Maher podcast promoting it. He was on John
He was on
Mulaney's
SNL.
Everybody's in L.A. Our beloved George Wallace was on John Mulaney's Everybody's in L.A. And I felt very cool because I was like, oh my God, that's
He
Uncle
was just
George.
here.
He was just here.
Now, Scott, you may like it because you're a man-child.
Thank you. Hey, it
So-
does have almost 50% audience rating on. It's 49 on Rotten. So maybe Is it one of those where you either like it or you
It's
hate
got
it?
49% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, but the critics,
I think it's one of those that's
is
just
41. So
it's a mid movie. It's that's
Yeah, I think it's just for
mid.
kicks,
50
the
is what it's
background.
supposed to be. Yeah.
It's a waste.
because you're excited, you're like, Jim Gaffigan's funny, everybody's funny.
I'm glad that everybody's being honest, though, because sometimes you put somebody like that attached to something that sucks, and everybody's just going to blow it up anyway as like a great thing. And so I'm glad that everybody's being honest.
I didn't know what it was supposed to be.
Well, I feel like this is the Beyonce's country album. We have to all like it.
It's a Netflix comedy. That's what it's supposed to be. And if you think about today's market, it touched the basics.
It's almost like a Sandler movie. Yeah, like the newer Sandler movies.
This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be one of those things that everybody gets excited to watch. You watch it once and you go, oh, and Netflix goes, thanks for the number, and that's all.
Disposable.
Who's going to say no to Jerry Seinfeld, though? You got
No,
Seinfeld,
and that's what I'm saying.
Melissa
Like
McCarthy,
he
Jim
goes to
Gaffigan.
Netflix and goes, I want to make this movie, and they go, okay, here, take whatever you need.
Dude, there are so I'm just going down. There's Dan Levy in it. Let's see.
Oh, he got all his buddies.
You said Maniscalco, Cedric the Entertainer, Fred Armisen, John Hamm. John Hamm's in it.
John Hamm's in it?
John Hamm, what I read, does a Mad Men parody. So it is as if he's, Don Draper in Mad Men.
Yeah, he's.
Yes.
And
it
the other
says-
guy, John Slattery's in it too.
Yep.
His boss.
It says John Slattery as Adman 1 and John Hamm as Adman 2.
Okay, so people are like, oh my God, John Hamm may have sullied the legacy of
Mad Men?
Mad Men.
Oh,
Like
come
almost, how dare you?
Now you're
It's
being
such
dramatic.
it's such a terrible movie
Let's not.
that you have sullied the legacy.
Ridiculous.
It can't be that terrible of a movie.
Kyle Mooney's in this.
It made me, yes.
Maybe it's
he
a
was
stoner
He was either
movie.
Snap, Crackle, or Pop.
You weren't on anything when you watched it. You're probably stone cold sober. You probably need to
I was
be-
coming off the hive at the Hot Shots Edwardsville.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a man child. I'm going to watch this for
You
sure.
watch it. I bet
Kyle
you'll love
Mooney's in it.
He's in it for 3 seconds.
Oh, man.
Maybe that's why you didn't like it, because you were on the come down.
Maybe.
It's such a good time.
So is
I'd
everyone in it for 3 seconds?
I'd say everybody's got like little cameos, except for, Melissa McCarthy and Amy Schumer. And
Who are they?
yeah.
They're female comedians.
Schumer is the head of Post
Right.
in it. Like she's
Yeah,
like
she's
the
like the
competitor.
nemesis.
Yeah.
She's the the bad girl.
Yeah, it's like Kellogg versus Post.
Yeah,
I'll do the
looks
seltzer
awesome.
test. Come
Take
up.
a Delta
I'll have
8,
I'll have a
drink a
Delta 8
Delta 8,
seltzer. I'll
get
be
crazy.
the judge.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might need those goggles on to watch something like
Yeah, I
this.
want to
Crazy.
do that where it's, okay, I'm coming in from, now I got the perspective of it's not so great, so it might be more fun. Because, Melissa's amazing. Like, the whole crew is all such a
Yeah,
talented
listen,
bunch,
it's
but-
a recipe for success, but and something's missing.
It's
Writing
it's an
and story.
It's an ensemble. It's one of those
Probably
ensemble
Larry
Netflix
David
comedies.
is missing. Is he in it?
I did not. I
Compare
didn't
it to
make that
Grown
far.
Ups, that pile of crap.
I like Grown Ups 1,000 times better than what this was.
You would.
All right, Vice's out in Redbud. Dirtbags were out there for the spring fling.
Yes, it was
Looked like a
amazing.
great time.
I
You were inside.
I was sick as a dog, and still I had such a good time. Time of my life, man. We played for 3 hours. Scattergun Jack played earlier in the day, and they played outside, and then they got rained on. And we were going to try to pull it off outside, but all the lights and everything was soaked.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So we moved inside. But man, it was still such a blast. Such a blast. I love it out there. They had a taco truck outside afterwards, and it's just good people, dude. Good people. Like nobody sings like them too. And a shout out to that crowd because, and I said this at the show, most crowds they're not great singers necessarily as far as like timing goes. This was like the tightest crowd. Like everyone was a professional singer. They were just on it, lyrics wise.
Well, you're inside. That's a cool little place to play a show.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Our band loves it. It's just a fun place to play.
You better love it since you got to drive an hour and a half out of there.
Right.
Yeah, it was a tour. We toured Southern Illinois.
And listen, as I say, driving out to Redbud, you're on Route 3 and you drive through Columbia, and then you go through Waterloo, and then it's nothing, and it's nothing, and it's more nothing. You go, am I lost? And you go, oh, there it is. And you're there.
And bang, there you
This
are.
beautiful little town.
You pass the John Deere tractor company right there, where you can buy lawnmowers, and then you're in Redbud.
And then you're out there in Redbud, and the whole town shows up, and it's awesome. I love going out there.
Yeah, truly, truly great. Everybody's just in
Make a day of it.
such good spirits, and that spring fling thing is super fun. They got Rafe doing a comedy show out there in 2 weeks.
Oh, in
they're
2
having him
weeks?
back.
I think it was 2 weeks. Yeah.
Huh.
It's awesome.
So that's exciting. So
Yeah.
they're doing more and more, man. Like they're constantly putting stuff back into that venue, making it bigger, making it better, doing
great.
more stuff,
love
music,
that, man.
comedy. I mean, all sorts of stuff. So shout out to Vices and everybody that came out to Redbud.
Wonderful. Love that place. And the ownership over there, super cool too. So, yeah, so we had a nice, right? We had a nice weekend. You went to go see Fall Guy?
Oh, great movie.
My son saw it Saturday night.
Great movie.
Yeah.
He loved it.
Yeah, and I'll get into it and crap on, but didn't do well at the box office. It was the #1 movie, but still flubbed. Just people didn't come out. But Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling. I went in completely blind. I didn't know anything about the movie. We went with a couple friend of ours, and yeah, I had no idea what I was expecting. Didn't know it was based on the movie or the TV show in the '80s. And there were cameos in it that were cool if you watched that show. And the soundtrack was great. Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, hysterical.
Yeah, the boy said it was great.
I'm conflicted, as Rizz knows, because I got like a 20-year joke going on in charades. Anytime we were playing charades, anytime they'd say movie, I would scream out Jurassic Park just in case it was that. And anytime they would say TV show, I screamed out the Fall Guy because
Really?
nobody ever watched the Fall Guy
Right.
except for me.
And now it's a movie.
in the
Now it's a
80s.
movie.
Yep.
And that was my thing, and I brought that joke onto the Rizz show, and that became my thing. And now I feel like the J is O, and they've
Good.
they've taken
We
my
can put
joke
that
away.
to bed then.
all
I'm
right.
taking it.
They've
I'm taking the
my
joke. I'm taking the joke to the woodshed out back, and it's done. Never say it again.
Well, you should see it, Moon, because then you'll get the things that only true fans of that TV show would get.
Yeah, I loved it. They would play like reruns early in the morning
It's about this. About
when I was a little
stuntman.
kid.
Yeah.
But like they got the intro with the helicopter and the truck. I freaking love the truck. It's the old box body truck. It's like. I don't know. I just grew up. I grew up loving it. It was like this high flying adventure thing with a truck and helicopter. So
It's an action romance movie. It's great.
cool.
Ryan Gosling is ripped. Like Tim, as we were walking out of the theater, he was like, dude, Ryan Gosling is so jacked in this movie. He goes, I almost gasped. Like, he's saying this. My husband is a straight man, and he's like, I almost gasped whenever Ryan Gosling took his clothes off. I was like, okay,
Wow.
All right.
Dang.
it's pretty cool.
She
All
said
right.
that, she said that right after. She said, "I think you'd really love it, Moon."
Where'd you see it at?
Went to the DePere Theater.
And that's the eat at your seat theater.
I guess so. We were just in like one of
That's
the
one of
normal
those
theaters.
5-star.
Yeah.
That's the first time I did one of those eat while you watch a movie theaters.
Well, you're supposed to eat while you watch a movie. You talking about like they
like the
bring it to
meal,
you?
like the
Yeah,
waiter.
they bring them out to you. They whisper.
And we made the mistake. So Ray and Stacey, our friends, I go, hey, let's go to Rosalita's before the movie because it's right there, across from the West County Mall. And I forgot that Cinco de Mayo was on Sunday. So we go to Rosalita's. It was insanity. I mean, it was like their
Damn.
Super Bowl weekend. So, but food was good. Went there, was completely stuffed. And we just sat still
Yeah.
in the recliners and watched the movie.
Probably tooting up a storm.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was the first place, that DePere Theater. That's a 5-star theater where they bring you the food. You have a burger, whatever. And I go, I'm eating in the dark. This is
Not for you.
not enjoyable at all. Like, I don't like doing this. Why do you want to eat in the dark?
I don't know.
Yo, what
Why
would
do we
you,
need to combine?
Because you'll be cleaner that way.
Like, just have popcorn. Popcorn you don't need to see.
Right. That is an interesting way to think about it. Like, who started the first dine-in movie
Why are we
theater?
doing it? Like, honestly.
it's something that's more
It's something
more
that-
things to
it's-
sell you.
So you could charge $20 for a hamburger. That's what it is.
Hey, so
But $20 for a hamburger, that's completely mediocre. But hey, you're watching a movie at the same time.
Right.
Worth it.
Worth it.
you don't have to buy the hamburger, Rizz.
Yeah, but when you buy a ticket to that kind of theater, it's like premium price.
Oh, the ticket is.
Yeah, like
But
because
dude, the tickets are premium price anyway. I've been priced out of movies as a father of many. I can't do it. Like it's $140 to go to a freaking movie
listen,
theater.
I'm just saying, you're not getting me again, guys.
Dang.
You got me at Alamo.
Wow.
You got me at the 5-star.
Are you declaring right now that you're never going to eat at a movie theater ever again?
I don't want to make a declaration.
What if
today.
Todd Alamo?
I'm not ready to make a declaration
Okay.
here.
Okay. I was saying, because what if Todd Alamo calls like, "Hey, I want to give you a free meal tonight. Come over."
Well,
And you
that's
always
fine.
answer
I'm not-
Todd Alamo's phone calls.
I'm not paying for it.
Dude, I love the theater experience, and I feel like I'm on a 10-year timer, and I'm hoping the movies are really good in a decade from now because I'll be back in the movie theaters by myself, and it's going to be awesome. And hey, what do you think Fall Guy got on Rotten Tomatoes?
Probably
It's good. I think
8.5.
it's 80-something%.
87 audience,
Yeah, I looked it up.
on the tomato
It's
meter.
fast paced. It's a little long. Like you'll go, wait, how long was I in here? But man, the action keeps going. The storyline's great. Those two as a
Well,
comedy
also,
duo.
the
Love
boy
it.
got dropped off at the theater at 6:15, and then I picked him up at 8:45. So
2 hours, 6 minutes running time.
Wow.
That's wild.
he loved it.
Yeah.
Said it was great. And speaking of the boy, he gets his, goes for his permit test
Nice.
in 2 weeks, and so been me and him, the past couple of days. So I'm starting to, like, as we're driving around, really start to be a teacher.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm just watching the eyes roll in the back of his head every time I try to give him a sage piece of advice
Yeah.
as far as road safety goes. Like, for example, we're driving up Clayton Road yesterday. A deer jumps out in front of the car. Not where I had to slam on the brakes, but they're slow. I saw it. And I said, son, when you see one deer, there are also other deer. They never travel alone.
It's the gateway deer. Mm-hmm.
They never travel alone. If you see one deer cross the road, don't be surprised if you see one or two more come after that.
Did you talk about how they're in rut season?
No, I didn't talk about that. I'm giving them little tips. And then as we're driving down, same road, a car coming the other way, flashes the brights.
What does that mean? Speed
Flash
check.
the brights.
Cops.
And I go, son, now these are things they don't, they're not going to test you on.
The unspoken language of the road.
Like, these are things these are not going to be on the permit test. Like, expect another deer after the first deer. What does it mean when somebody flashed you? So if somebody flashed you coming the other way, what does it mean?
Cop ahead.
Right? Is there any other meaning to it?
They think you're cute.
Didn't it used to mean like a scary thing?
No, I think it's if they had the lights off.
That's one. Lights off. The lights out gang. Remember the lights out gang?
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, the lights out gang. I should teach them about that. If at night you pass somebody, they don't have the lights on, you flash them. That means they're going to probably turn around and kill you.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Urban legend.
You never heard the lights out gang
I don't think so.
I always flash them too.
with your headlights
With my headlights, yes.
on your car?
On my car.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
Is
on
there
Monday.
any other meaning of the flashing the lights?
Well, sometimes it's, I don't know. I think just to slow you down.
I always see, and yes, there was a cop up the road because that is a strict 30 mile an hour.
Yeah. It's just
Road.
it's just a warning.
Yeah, I think it's a warning because it could also indicate a wreck or something up the road, and they're letting you know, slow down.
I always saw it as cop up ahead.
Somebody in the chat says 2 flashes mean cop, 4 means deer.
Oh yeah, I never knew that.
Wow.
We're doing Morse code with the headlights
Yeah,
now.
there's numbers.
What if it's only 3?
Oh dang. That means
Now you can.
that's like
Now
a
we're all
blue
confused.
blue bandana in the back pocket at a truck stop. What
dang.
does that mean?
Flash also means hazards. Everybody's saying hazards. I've always been it's hey, cop up ahead.
Same.
Yeah, I took it as usually that, but on those kind of back roads also, if there's water on the road or a deer or whatever.
Hazard. Okay.
To me, it's be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Could be cop,
Something's coming up.
could be Godzilla. It could be anything.
But you
Just
need to slow down.
be on the lookout.
Okay.
So I am grateful for people that are kind enough to do that, though.
You know, I was thinking about your son getting his permit this weekend because this is going to be, and then getting his license hopefully, and then this is going to be a new level of stress from Scott Rizzuto that we're going to be putting up with on this
dude.
show.
I think I'm going to be calm.
No, I don't think so.
I think I'm going to be calm.
He's going to be out. I was thinking about this scenario specifically. You and your wife at home. It's 9:30 or whatever time it is during the week that you go to bed, and your son is not home yet. He's driving home. You are going to be up, waiting for him to get home. This is going to be the new level of stress that we're going to have to endure.
Yeah. That is coming. Remember, I was doing this.
Yeah,
show.
you were doing the same thing. Like you went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my daughter, she's getting a manual, and
Like a manual transmission.
yeah, she ain't ready for that, man.
That's
She's not ready for the automatic.
Why is she getting a manual transmission
No one
car?
else
That's the only thing that she can get.
That's what she wants?
It's a hand-me-down. It's a hand-me-down. There's no one.
That'll be fun, though.
Listen, I get hey, if you know how to drive that kind of car, you know how to drive any kind of car.
You know,
Yeah.
this is not on purpose. This is just the only thing that we.
And you've heard that, right? If you could drive a manual, You can drive anything.
Right.
I get it, but
Old man is nervous. That's all I'm
it's a
saying.
pain in the ass.
You're
There's
going to be awake, lying in bed. This is a new level of stress in the parenting game that you are not thinking about. That I'm thinking about. I'm like, he's going to be tired, you know?
When I was that age, my mom, I would go to a concert or something like that, and she'd be worried sick and stuff and wanted me to let her know everything. So as soon as you get home, you know, she wants you to let her know that you're there. And
Right.
you come in the house, everything's off, and they're sound asleep. You're like,
Yeah. Well, listen, now you got
They're very much afraid.
Now you got the 360 app where you can actually see how fast they're going.
That's true.
Oh, I don't
We
know
have
that.
data.
oh,
I've got data.
DAD. Hey.
I've got the data. I could. There's tracking available now that
Good
our
luck to
parents
you.
didn't have. Listen, I have another year or two until I have to get into that kind of thing. But I'm doing the little lessons now, as he's in the passenger seat. Like, hey, buddy, the deer thing, the headlight thing, the hey, slow down on this road thing.
The Uncle Jeff pick up hitchhikers thing.
Don't pick
you know,
up
the whole thing.
hitchhikers.
Mine gets
That
her
lady's not a
license-
fisherman, even though she's in fishnets.
Right.
Mine gets her license this year, man. Yikes.
Yeah, listen, we're there.
Just a couple months.
We're there. I may be stressed out, but listen, let's pass that permit test first,
Okay.
and we'll see. But I do see the eyes roll in the back of his head. Like, oh, here we go.
Another lesson from Dad.
Another lesson.
Ah, boy.
Another lesson as he's turning up the radio. Hey, don't you have another stupid podcast to listen to? Hey, son, listen, this is important. My father, he did the same thing.
Oh.
Little things you're not going to read in that Missouri Department of Motor Vehicle little book. Mm-hmm. This is the things they don't teach you. Pay attention, son. Okay. We're all good. And then yesterday, but I do want to say congratulations to Chef Will and Rebecca for Rockstar Taco 5-year anniversary yesterday. Celebrating down right at the entrance to the hill at their location. Congratulations, guys. 5 years in business. That's amazing.
Incredible.
Started up there in Newtown. I was there opening day. Brought the family out to Newtown.
I remember that little shop. Mm-hmm. Little
Opening-
window, right?
Opening day, Rebecca was dressed as a taco, handing out tacos.
I love her.
And now they got, just a great restaurant down there and on the hill. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
It's 5 years in business is
Amazing. Yeah.
Yesterday, though, went to, being that it was Cinco de Mayo, went to Mission Taco, the new location in Town and Country.
Hoppin'?
Yeah, man, they were packed.
Did their burritos get smaller? I have to be honest.
I didn't have a burrito.
I'm talking about Mission Taco, right?
Yeah, is this that chip company?
We are avid Mission Taco burrito eaters, and I think they shrunk. This last batch that we got was half the size.
Really?
You ain't sneaking it past
Maybe
me,
they're just
man.
Rolling them tight.
What
Yeah, did
happened?
you
What,
get
hap- what happened?
Maybe your hands are getting bigger.
What happened in that lawsuit?
Maybe your hands are getting bigger.
I'm just asking an honest question.
I don't know. If you work at Mission Taco, let Moon know.
Please let me know.
I don't know. The one in Town and Country is the first one that's opened up in my area, so I have nothing to base it on. Plus, I had 4 tacos.
We love it, man. The Burrito, the South Beach one.
That's what my son gets, the burrito.
Yo, they're
What up,
so
Brad?
good, and now they're so small.
Oh, weird.
I don't know. It was good. It was packed.
Good.
Had myself a Paloma.
Really?
Yeah.
And a mutual friend of ours was there too. He told on you.
Oh.
My buddy Jordan, he was sitting there and he's like, Rizz didn't notice who it was. But he's the one that you took the private jet with. And,
Oh, yeah. He was there?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see him.
I know. I was like, go say hi or something.
I sat in the corner.
Yeah.
I said, when you go to a restaurant and they want to put you like right in the middle of everything, I go, there's a corner. Put me in the corner.
Heck yeah. That's
I
what
don't want to
my
be in the
wife
middle of
said.
Nobody
everything.
puts
Put me
baby in the corner.
No, put Scott Rizzuto in the corner. So celebrated Cinco de Mayo in style.
That is in style.
It was nice. It was nice. All right, so before we move on, Scott, did you have a nice weekend, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Anything fun and exciting?
Yes. We got some stones yesterday.
Okay, well, that's
And
that
put
story.
those in the yard. It's going to be really nice. Nice
right.
walkway.
Way to go.
We got
Yeah.
some.
Thank you,
You
Scott.
know, I
Lawnmower
watched Ford
hazards.
vs. Ferrari for the first
That's a
time.
great movie.
That was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of big stuff.
That's a great movie.
Dude, that movie is fantastic.
Did that kind of come and go? Ford versus Ferrari?
I think so.
That's Matt Damon and Christian Bale.
That one was great.
Man,
Great.
Matt Damon was so good in that.
Great movie.
Great
Yeah.
movie.
That was beautiful.
You don't even have to be a car person.
No, my wife
I
loved
bet
it.
you do.
I mean, it's better if you're a car person, but you don't have to. That's a really good movie. All right, I got some local stories here. Do you want good news or bad news?
Let's do bad news first.
Yes, I'm with Lern.
Bad news first?
Bad
If this
news
is a
first.
dead animal, I'm leaving the room. I can't deal on a Monday.
R.I.P. Little Joe.
Oh, the gorilla.
the gorilla.
No, I know. Oh, he was 26, dude. Heart attack.
R.I.P. Little Joe the gorilla.
26.
He had heart disease.
Yeah, had a heart attack at the zoo.
What's the average?
I don't know. Gorilla died late Saturday night at the St. Louis Zoo. Joe was around 26 years old. The St. Louis Zoo posted this message to
He was a
social
young man.
media.
That's a young man. Their average life is 40 years.
Quote, it is with incredible sadness that we share that Western lowland gorilla Little Joe, who has been in treatment for heart disease, died of a heart attack overnight, May 4th.
Oh, dude, in the wild, 35 to 40 years in captivity, more than 50 years. He was in the prime of his life.
Wonderful prime of his life.
Primate of his life.
Joe's wonderful personality and lovable grumpy face endeared him to all who knew him. R.I.P. Little Joe.
Is this the cat that broke the window?
This is the guy who.
No, who escaped?
No, I don't think he escaped. But you know that viewing window right there? One of them took a run at it and punched it and broke it, shattered it. Remember that?
I don't.
Was that Little Joe? I don't know.
I don't know. If he died of a heart attack, maybe he did have a little bit of extra stress.
Man, well, I know he smoked too.
The gorilla, known for his intelligence, signs at the St. Louis Zoo, called him Joe. The professor. Oh, Joe the Professor, they called him. Joe the Professor. He used tools. Many zoo visitors witnessed Joe observe them behind the glass wall. You may remember him for his distinctive look with a half red and half bald head.
Oh, yeah. He did look like he was upset all the time. That's his look.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like one of your cousins is still stuck in the 80s.
No, you know what Little Joe looked like? He's got the face, if I just farted, what are you going to do about it?
That and that what are you thinking? It's that kind of look. What are you thinking?
Oh, yeah. The director of animal health said
That's a bummer.
that it is one of the most common causes of gorilla death, heart disease. Gorillas live to 30 to 40 years, as you mentioned, in the wild. So R.I.P. Little Joe the gorilla. In other local news, headline, loop trolley and SUV collide on Del Mar. Ambulance takes 2 to the hospital.
Bummer.
2 people in a white SUV taken to the hospital Sunday after collision with a loop trolley car. The accident also ripped a door off the SUV. Spokesperson for the trolley confirmed that an accident happened around 11:30 a.m. right outside of trolley headquarters in the city at the intersection of Del Mar and Hamilton.
Wait, what happened? Somebody hit the trolley, or the trolley hit them? Because the trolley is on tracks.
Right.
It didn't just jump out of nowhere.
Right.
Take an errant left.
They're not saying. The spokesperson said the trolley occupants, 2 operators and a family with 2 kids, weren't hurt. Again, she referred further questions about the crash to the police. Like, so what happened? They're not saying. Police wouldn't immediately comment about it either. Yeah, the 2 people in the SUV were taken to the hospital for what appeared to be non-life-threatening injuries. Accident happened in the westbound lane of Del Mar as the eastbound trolley appeared to be turning towards the garage at 5875 Del Mar. So that happened yesterday. On April 25th, the trolley began operating for its 6-month warm weather season. And as it did the last 2 years, the trolley free of charge from 11 to 7, Thursday through Sunday. Okay? 2.2-mile line runs from the Missouri History Museum in Forest Park to the western end of Del Mar in New City. $51 million project, guys, huh? Getting our money's worth.
Yay. Kicking off the season.
Kicking off the season right.
With a torn off door.
Whoops.
Oh, man.
3.5 years of construction. Some minor accidents, with parked vehicles. The line shut down in 2019 after being open for that 1 year. Financial issues, mechanical problems. What they call low ridership, I call nobody gives a crap. So the Bi-State Development Agency, which runs Metro Transit, agreed to take over the trolley in 2022 because of fears by the area leaders that killing it would hurt the region's chances of getting future federal funds, federal grants, for Metrolink expansion and other projects. That was one of those, hey, if they see that we kind of squander this money, we're never going to get any more money.
Mm-hmm.
So we better get this thing up and running. So it's free. You know what?
What?
I'm taking a ride this year. There's a couple things I want to do this summer.
Okay.
I declared first that I will sit in the green seats at a Cardinal game, and my man Moon to my left.
Come through?
My man Moon. You offered up some green seats.
What?
I did?
Yeah.
You have green seats?
You sent me a text message.
Oh, great. Then it's happening.
What the
Are you
heck?
is that off the table now?
No, I'm sure it's fine. Listen, I had a really weird weekend. I have felt so bad these last 2 days, so I'm kind of clouded.
You sent me a message on Friday going, hey, dude, I got a buddy who's got green seats. Pick the day.
I told you I had a...
No.
How do you forget that?
I don't...
This is this is a nice thing.
We've also been offered even something else, too, with that. And I got to get back to her.
Because remember I said this year I'm gonna sit in the green seats?
Uh-huh.
Shh. My man Moon,
Rats, man.
who, after this, back in first place for the Limp
Whoa.
Bizkit thing.
Oh, yeah.
You have to bribe you
man.
with things?
Yes.
There's nothing cool
Back
going
in
on my
first
life.
place for the Limp Bizkit contest.
Buying friendship.
How you went from worst to first within a half hour.
Yeah,
Congratulations, buddy.
This show's got it all.
Man, that is awesome.
Do I have to go with you?
You know what? Before you said what you just said, I would have said, yeah, you have to go with me. But now, listen, brother, you do whatever you want.
Give him the seats and run.
Yeah, if somebody offers you good seats to a game, does that mean you have to go with them?
That's awesome. You're not going, right?
You see the message you sent me?
No.
Ah,
That is awesome.
am I making this up?
You text a lot of people. You
hang
never
on.
text.
I'm greens. I'm typing in green seats to see what pops up. Okay, green seats. Oh yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Green seats. Yeah, green seats offered. Yeah.
Read the
In
message.
June. Yes, of course. I had a good. I have a friend who offered us
Yeah.
some green seats for this particular week to choose in June. I forgot about that. Yeah. That was Friday. Okay.
What I write back?
What
Did he
you
love the
put?
message? Is there heart emoji?
No,
He put hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did I write heel yeah or was it hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Because sometimes if you try to write hell on,
He hearted it.
I did not heart it.
Oh, I was going to say, wow, what a weekend.
How dare you?
Yeah, sorry. So
I'll go with you, buddy.
dude, that'd be sick.
How
Yeah,
many
these are-
seats does he have?
I think it's
Just-
4. It's these two friends of mine and me and Rizz. I mean Rizz and whoever he wants to stay.
Well, there you go.
We're going, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go.
all right.
Is it during the week?
I'll sit in the
I think
bleachers
you can
again.
pick the days.
Oh man,
This is big.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah,
Weekend
yeah,
game.
He offered a week. I don't know. I don't know what that means. So maybe it's I guess.
Who's coming in June? Look at the Cardinal schedule.
It's June
The
6th to the
Dodgers.
13th.
June 6th to the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Back in first place, Moon.
I'm sure Brad's listening right now. I'm sure, and he's like, I offer this guy tickets, and he forgets about it.
Careful, Rizz. After green seats, the stadium seating experience for the rest of the stadium is ruined.
Yep.
That is
See,
true.
Worth
the
it.
Astros, the Rockies. Pick your team.
Astros.
That is
That'll
true.
be
But
good.
look at this. Look at these seats. Got offered those.
I've sat in those seats,
You have?
like out in right field.
Yeah, dude.
Front row.
It's a private box.
Oh no, I don't. No, we were just to the left, like front row.
I mean,
It was the
this is
hottest day of the year last year. It was miserable.
Well, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'll let you know about this one afterwards.
Yeah, buddy. Ha! In your face, King Scott.
I keep
I
getting
know.
offered the Cardinals tickets like
I should have said I want to sit in those green seats.
Nope.
The greatest Cardinals tickets I've ever been able to even imagine. I mean, seats that I didn't know existed, and I can't go every single time.
We're going.
Yes, I'm going on that one.
We're going. Astros.
Thanks for the reminder. I need to get
You
back
got
to
it.
it.
No, I'm never forget. Hey, these cicadas coming this week, guys.
Saw one, just one, yesterday.
Yeah, it's this week. They're saying probably midweek. Like all these cicadas are going to be coming out.
Gross.
Yeah, moving those rocks, you can see them all in the ground there.
Ooh, man. They're about to.
looking up, like-
Well, what they do is they climb up trees. So look at the base of trees. So for 13 years, they basically feed on the tree roots. And then they start emerging.
What an exciting life.
They'll come up the tree trunks.
Right.
And then shed their skin, like that, whatever, exoskeleton. And then you'll see those little crunchy things everywhere.
Food,
Super gross.
dessert, man.
No, the
Appetizers.
exoskeleton.
Oh, yeah,
So
the
they
little
first
shells?
shed their one layer.
I love that. That was like my favorite thing as a kid is find those little shells on the trees.
Oh yeah, well,
It was so fascinating. You
This
could
from-
look at them, and you don't have to.
from Post Dispatch, after spending 13 years on the ground, billions of cicadas are expected to scramble their way to the surface and emerge here by the middle of this week, if not sooner. Some early arrivals are also already above ground. I started hearing some actually yesterday outside, popping up throughout the region as signs of signs of the mass emergence that's about to erupt. A guy named Tad Yankowski, an entomologist at the Missouri Botanical Garden, said every flood starts with a raindrop, and these are the raindrops. They're starting to tell us that it's going to happen real soon. The impending boom is sparked when soil temperatures reach a critical threshold, historically measuring 64 degrees, 8 inches below the surface, and those conditions are drawing near. Soil temperature right now, 62.6 degrees. That's at the Missouri Botanical Garden as of Friday. The warm rain is helping the whole thing. So that helps. This brood, it's going to be probably within the next couple of days will be coming out.
Sweet.
And they said, I mean, just the sheer volume of these things.
Ugh.
Estimated population densities for the cicadas reach as high as 1 million to 1.5 million per acre. Extend that across a football field. The combined weight of these insects would match that of a rhino. Extrapolate that across the city of St. Louis, and the combined weight of all the cicadas in the St. Louis area would be the same as an aircraft carrier.
Dang. So we're going to get hit pretty good here.
Expects there to be roughly 500 billion cicadas across the St. Louis region, St. Louis and St. Louis County. So these cicadas are part of brood 19, also known as the Great Southern Brood, covers a greater geographic area than any other brood. This also marks the first time since Thomas Jefferson's presidency when brood 19 and a specific neighboring brood that's on a 17-year cycle will emerge at the same time, but that other brood known as brood 13 or the Northern Illinois brood will not appear around St. Louis. So we just get the one. Because remember they were saying for a while, like, oh, it's going to be both. No. Both for other parts of the area, not for us here.
Good.
Wow.
There's your band name, Brood 13.
Brood 13. Now, once these cicadas emerge, they shed their nymph stage exoskeletons, mating and producing the brood's next generation is top priority during their several weeks of adult life. The insect lays their eggs and twigs and fall to the ground after hatching, at which point they burrow for their decade-plus entombment. The periodical cicadas are dark in color and only about half as big as the green cicada varieties that emerge every year. So it's going to get loud. And remember, they're edible. And this guy in this article is talking about trying cicada scampi.
Do it.
Ugh. Oh, God.
It's going to be so good.
I'm intrigued to see how my dogs are going to do with this.
Right.
They're going to have a heyday.
Same. With my cats, they're going to be out of their minds.
It's so fun.
Yeah. So we got that to look forward to this week.
I like that you called it cicada scampi.
Cicada scum.
Would you like to welcome to John?
Well, I think I
Would you like
fancy.
cicada
I'm sorry,
scampi?
cicada.
Cicada.
Cicada. Well, I like to fancy things up because remember, I'm a fancy boy.
You are
Ooh, yeah.
cicada.
Because I'm a
scampi.
fancy boy, guys. And when we're at a 5-star restaurant, it's cicada scampi.
That's right.
Because cicada scampi would be gross.
If your favorite chef,
No, not
All right, so Chef Will.
not eating it. No. Whenever
think I
Chef
would.
Will says try this, I go no.
you would?
I think I would try it as long as it's fried up. I don't want it like a juicy one.
Why?
I don't know, just to live a little, you know.
Live a
Say,
little.
yeah.
There's plenty of other ways to live.
I know, but
I could drive fast in a car.
I like to be kind of experimental like that with my foods. Like I'll try something once,
Yeah.
you know.
A trisexual.
I'm a trisexual.
Try anything
Yeah.
else.
Like our buddy Sean sent up all these Lunchables. I'm not eating any of those.
But you know what that is.
Even the locust one.
You know what I'm saying? That's something you've
Like I've
eaten.
never had a Lunchable, so listener Sean, great dude, thank you very much. Sent up a whole heap full of Lunchables.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy, but I ain't eating them.
Well, somebody
Not doing
ate
it.
'em.
Somebody did eat them, and I don't know who.
Really? Here?
Yeah, oh yeah, somebody ate them.
Did we put them in the fridge or did we leave them right here?
We
Oh,
stacked
okay.
them in the fridge.
We put
and
'em in the
said,
fridge.
There's so many.
And
Wait, somebody in this office ate those even though they didn't know who they were.
yeah,
Ah.
Well, they're Oscar Mayer, right?
Man, you can't trust anybody.
can't trust
around
nobody here, man. And that's fine. We'll just say they're my portion. They ate them.
That's not fine.
It's not fine, but you know what? It's fine.
That's weird.
You gotta pick your
dude.
battles.
It's
This
fine.
Is not
I'm
the
not. That's
battle.
not. I'm not going to die on this hill. I don't care. Finally, as far as news goes, this is not local, but I want your thoughts on this. And maybe things were different back in the good old days, but school these days have zero tolerance for people acting creepy or visitors acting creepy and mysterious and threatening, even if they're just joking around. Guys, just jokes. So a school district in Ohio went on lockdown last week when Bigfoot was spotted walking around on the campus, running past classroom windows. And obviously, you know, the Sasquatch was not real. They later found out it was a parent who was, playing a prank on the school. So a parent puts on a Bigfoot costume, starts running past windows. It's an elementary school. Some kids were outside at the time. School officials are being commended for quickly moving them inside for safety. Lockdown process went off without a hitch.
Sasquatch protocol?
But we've been training for this. I never thought we'd hear this.
Boo,
This is a Sasquatch
That's
alert.
a weird alarm. What is that? That's the Sasquatch alarm. Don't you remember? It's got a totally different sound. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Guys, we've been training for this. I never thought we'd have to.
They've been talking about this in Oregon for decades. Everybody's
We
ready.
do the tornado drills. We do the active shooter drills. The rare Sasquatch sighting drill.
Yep. Which is weird because that's why you carry that one phone with a blurry camera on it.
Yeah.
You have to use that to take a picture
Everybody's
of
got to grab their sticks.
That's the protocol.
Yeah. You can't use a good camera. You got to use the
No.
bad camera.
So the school went on lockdown. I mean, they completely locked the school down. Sent out a letter to, alert the parents, like the school's on lockdown.
What did they say?
Lockdown process went off without a hitch, but the stunt caused panic and disrupted the school day. And the dude never went inside the school. He was just outside the school, running past windows.
Right. It's, just typical Tuesday.
That is awesome.
I don't know why it's so funny.
It is funny.
There's a man in a Sasquatch costume running across the quad.
The video's great.
So the parent was apprehended by a school resource officer, who's the cop that's
Yeah.
there, and prosecutors are reviewing the case. Like he may face charges.
Oh,
What?
no.
Why?
Well, because he's on a school property. You can't be goofing around.
Some people are making light of it online. Many of them seem to be old schoolers who say, the school's overreacting or, hey, it's innocent fun. But a lot of people are like, man,
You're disrupting school.
I don't want a guy in a mask running around the school.
Yeah.
It's an elementary school.
It's nothing
little
but trouble.
kids.
Past like 1993, you can't do this crap, and you know it. Come on, man.
Is this the kind of thing where there's like, yep, we have this harsh punishment, we're going to lay it down. And then this one particular dad, they're like, don't do it again. We're just gonna
listen, I don't think should the guy go to jail? No. I mean, he could be facing some time.
I don't know, man. I think maybe
he's probably not going to get any jail time.
Maybe a weekend.
You know, it's always like he could face up to a year in jail and fines. They shouldn't lock this guy up.
Overboard.
You know what it is?
A weekend in the Slammer and $3K.
You know, is you give him some community service, and it's out on the news. And it's like, hey, parents, you can't do this.
But this will hinder him for the rest of his life when he applies for a job.
Super funny joke in 1989, though. Like, this is something that people would talk about in a funny,
I get it.
in
It's
a funny
funny
way in the 80s.
It's funny.
It still works.
It's not funny anymore. I mean, it's still funny, but
it is still funny.
Not the same way.
I mean, I guess I would rather have a grown man in a Sasquatch costume running across a quad than like some weird, like, normal-looking creeper guy. You know? Like, at least you kind of know this person's out of whack because it's not real Sasquatch.
Well, and his kid... You said his kid went to school.
His
right?
kid went to school. There's a parent.
So it's like one of those where they probably know he's like the goofball
Right.
dad that's fun and
it's Trevor's dad. Yeah.
Yeah, Trevor's dad.
Trevor's dad likes pranks.
Trevor's dad's the good. He's divorced. You know, he's got the good soda on the weekend.
Yeah, he's trying to be cool, dad.
Right.
He gets his kid every other weekend. Like,
yeah,
he's
right.
got to make every moment. Every moment's got to count.
Yeah, he just inherited a little bit of money, so he's been taking a lot of time off work. To do Sasquatch jokes.
Unfortunately, now does not have joint custody anymore. Mom has full custody now.
Yeah.
He pulled this stunt.
What state was this?
Ohio.
Ohio. Oh, it's definitely less funny there.
Ah, yeah.
If this is up in the Northwest, I can see it being a lot funnier.
Yeah.
A little more real there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Because they know it's some creep in a costume, because Sasquatch, he's staying out of Ohio. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. dadsgonwild.com. That's what this is.
All right. Let's take a break. But first, and it's sponsored by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud partner of the St. Louis Battlehawks, and they kicked some ass this weekend. Find all the cacao at hotshotsnet.com. From Ballwin, Missouri, Ryan Macrum is our team member today. Ryan has been a listener to the Rizz Show since its inception, has never missed a single episode of the show. He's also been to a ton of Rizz Show events over the years, including Rizz Show night at the Blues game. We have a meeting with the Blues after the show today to talk about next year's Rizz Show night. Anyway, should I ask, like, what's an item you guys would like?
Yeah, you want me to ask on Twitter?
Yeah, like, you know, we've done the hats, we've done the bobbleheads, we've done the T-shirts, we've done the scarves. I love the scarves.
Yeah.
We're gonna pitch some ideas today. Misses Jeff's presence on the show every day, but he's very grateful for the additions of both Rafe and Lern within the last year. Also hikes with his dogs weekly in honor of Jeff Burton. That's very nice. Also, Ryan appreciates Rafe's comedy, Lern's positivity, Moon and King Scott's relatability, and my ability to stay firm on my beliefs no matter what anybody says. Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Macrum from Ballwin is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get a super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:13, Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more in the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We have a right lane block due to a stalled vehicle 64 westbound at Missouri Research Park Circle. There's also delays 270 eastbound between 44 and 64. Average speed about 25 miles an hour. Your point forecast today, scattered showers, as you can probably tell. High of 79. Right now it's 62 at the Point Studio.
By the way, Lern, I love how, when I say, oh, I got some news, local news. If it's a dead animal, I'm leaving.
I know, yeah.
R.I.P. Little Joe.
Little Joe. Oh.
All right, Crap on Celebrities after the break. What do you got?
Whose wedding did Alice Cooper officiate this weekend? Morgan Wallen is Too Good for Court, The Goat Roast, and the greatest TV series finales of all time.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrities. Stay there. I'm seeing your bucket list here in front of me, Lern, and some of these are definitely achievable.
Yes.
Some of them I'm not sure about.
Sure.
Yeah, some of them are going to be tougher than others. The first one, let's just get into it.
Yep.
And, you know, where we welcome feedback. If anybody can help us, put us on the path to make these happen.
Talk about scrap mart metals. If you're in the middle of a garage clean out, or maybe you got a piece of property and you got all the scrap metal around, what are you going to do? Just throw it out? No. Recycle it and make some money. Scrap Mart Metals, 3 locations, Valley Park right at 141 and 44, Jonesburg and Peevely. Clean, safe, and crazy convenient. In fact, when I say safe, little old ladies go to Scrap Mart. They live in the convent down the road in Valley Park. They collect cans and bring them over to Scrap Mart. And I've been over to the Valley Park location and the Peevely location. Really cool places. All right, to the Valley Park location, let's say you're a contractor, and clean up on job sites, worst part of the job. So you get your dump trailer, you fill it with all the scrap, you drive it on the scale right there at Scrap Mart. You see the weight, so everything is on the up and up. They recycle it for you. They give you a receipt. You go inside, boom, you get cash. Mention the Rizz Show for more cash for your scrap. It's Scrap Mart Metals, scrapmartmetals.com, scrapmartmetals.com.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty, it was dingy.
So this is the inside of the garage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep some of this structure here and then kind of build around it.
And now look. It's a house! So now we got siding. We got windows. We even have a roof and a patio. So let me bring you guys inside. Oh, hey, you wanna come in? Let's go. It's night and day for what you guys saw before. I mean, this is an actual house now with rooms all framed at. But here's the cool part. We kept basically the frame of the old garage. I mean, that's all old garage. So this is gonna be a bedroom, huh? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm gonna be sleeping right over here. Oh, let me show you my favorite part. The bathroom. And I'm gonna be right here, you know. Let me show you the kitchen. Yeah, washing my hands at the sink. Let's see what's in the fridge. Nothing. Pantry. This will be the kids' room. I know it's dark in here, but this will be kind of a mud room after working in the field. Come over here, take off your stuff, washer, dryer. There's another bathroom over here that if the dogs get dirty, wash the dogs off, and everybody's clean and can relax. Let me tell you about one of my favorite parts of the house. We even got a metal roof on this puppy. This is it. House is almost done.
Pretty much
Well,
just sauce on the side. You know, May 1st hit, and they always have a monthly special. And man, Dan was on it. Brought us all easy breezy, caprese, calzones.
Dude.
So good.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks to everybody at Sauce on the Side.
Yeah. Well, and I said,
What
is
a
this
delicious
happening
treat.
every month? He goes, oh, yeah, I'm going to bring you calzones every month. So this is incredible. Now, if you do like getting on the May special, balsamic chicken, red, yellow pear tomatoes, fresh basil, mozzarella, and then you got that spicy red sauce on the side. They're also doing a special dessert option, which, Rizz, I didn't tell you this, but he actually brought this, and I just took it home and didn't share it at all. It was the blueberry lemon dessert calzone, which was... it took me 2 days.
Delicious.
It
I've
was
had it
so
before.
Good. Oh my gosh. So if you're looking for a lunch option, a dinner option, maybe you have vegan, gluten-free people in your life that are looking for a place to go. You want to go somewhere that has something for everybody, even a delivery service. It's going to save you money. Go with Sauce on the Side. There's 12 locations in 12 years. They're excellent. And you're also eating local. SauceOnTheSide.com.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather
Okay.
Get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or 1 horse-sized chicken.
Oh man, I think all the little horse-sized chickens. Wait,
All the little horses.
horses.
It'd be like
chicken-sized
tiny little.
chicken-sized horses.
Right.
There's something very creepy about that.
Yeah.
Not that I guess the big boy, they're both. That's neither one are particularly good, but I would go with.
The tiny
horse.
ones. Yeah, you
for
could
sure.
probably just kick them in the face and stuff.
Just step on them all.
That's what I've thought.
You would have that advantage a little bit, I guess. You were able to do that.
I've thought about this a lot, actually.
Well, guys, it's great to see you again. I don't believe that you have really, in essence, been off the road in a couple of years. Is that true? Has there been any long spells at home?
We had 3 days the other day, so yeah.
Well, there's a day of travel, then a day
That's
off, and then
true.
another day of travel,
Yeah,
which I guess
so-
counts as 3 days. No, this is what we've always dreamed of.
Sure.
You know, when we first started talking about what it looked like to play music together, we thought, wouldn't it be cool to play more than one show in a month? Because, you know, it just took us everything we had just to plan one local show as a local band. And then after that one show is over, you're just like, I got to wait another 3 weeks before I can play again. So this is, as much as there's difficult things like laundry and losing sense of time and relationships back home maybe lacking a little bit, this is really what we've always wanted to do, so we're not going to complain about it.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, and you've got much more still to come. I mean, you get a little bit of a break, then you're off to Australia, Korea, Japan, come home, couple weeks off, couple home shows in Columbus, correct?
Yep.
Which I'm sure will be bonkers. 2 months out, taking care of the United States, and then you are back to Europe.
Yeah.
Boy,
Is
oh
that-
boy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, back to
This
Europe.
guy knows what
yeah,
we're
you
doing.
know it better than we do. Back to Europe and then back to go in the studio for a few months to kind of like wrap up the year, start the next year, and then the goal is to just go directly back out on the road and not like take a second to wait, because by that time, if we get more than like a week or 2
What are we gonna
weeks,
do?
and we're just
We
like,
don't even know what to do with
go,
ourselves
we
anymore.
go crazy. Yeah,
Right.
we're like, we've played Mario Kart.
Another rainy morning. How's the roof doing? I mean, listen, your head is dry, so you're assuming everything's all right on the roof, but maybe it's not. Have you had your roof inspected? You should probably have the Happy Roof Company up there just to take a look-see, because that little problem now could become a big problem, costly problem down the road. And Happy Roof Company, it's a company I trust at my house. You should have your roof inspected every year or so. Do you have roof damage and your insurance company already paid you out, but you just need a roofer that's going to give you an estimate? Call the Happy Roof Company. Do you need help with the insurance paperwork on your damaged roof? Call the Happy Roof Company. Did your insurance claim get denied? But all your neighbors got new roofs except for you. Call the Happy Roof Company. They work well with insurance companies. If you have a leaky roof, an old roof, a damaged roof, or a hella ugly roof, the Happy Roof Company should be your first call. In fact, if you call today, this is what being local is all about. If you call today, they can have somebody out to look at your issue within 24 hours. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It's the Happy Roof Company. 314-665-3001, 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com. It's the Happy Roof Company. They put the happy in happy endings.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
Friends,
What's
yes.
up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather
Okay?
get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or 1 horse-sized chicken?
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Sex time fun facts coming up. Sex toy of the week. Sex toy of the week, which will be prevented.
It will be
I got
prevented.
it. I think the Stumptown coffee's wearing off.
I don't know.
Or Stumptown.
Stumptown.
Stumptown. The sex toy of the week this week will be presented by Lern.
And it's a good one. You're going to want
Rafe's
it.
out. So Lern's got the sex toy this week. Oh, man, I got the numbers in for OnlyFans, and we'll talk about it during sexy time. As far as how much the top creators are earning, what the percentage is as far as men and women go. Man, some of these numbers are wild.
Is this a male-dominated industry?
What? As far as consumers? Like who's consuming the OnlyFans?
I thought the...
No. We'll chop it up next. I'll chop it up during 6 Time Fun Facts. All right, today is May the 6th. Back in the day, 87 years ago, 1937, the Hindenburg disaster occurred in New Jersey. As it flew over the Lakehurst Naval Air Station, the hydrogen-filled German blimp called the Hindenburg crashed and burned, killing 36 people. And, man, I got to play the audio.
Yeah. One of the greatest.
One of the greatest pieces of audio. And this was, the reporter on the scene was a guy named Herbert Morrison.
Hey, and tell me something, because we talked about this since, well, probably in the last year, since the last time we played this. Remember we were talking about the transatlantic accent, and how it was like this forced,
yes,
like falsified, Americanized accent that
Wealthy.
was throughout Hollywood, and like actors and actresses were doing.
Well,
it. It was like it was like a made
pretty
accent.
much the last like big figure that did that was FDR. Like if you listen to the way FDR spoke in his radio addresses, or even today is a day that will live in infamy.
Everyone will ride unicycles.
It's like that hoity-toity kind of.
Yeah, it's what we think that they all sounded like back then, but it turns out that was probably not like a natural accent. It was like a created one.
Yeah.
Should we bring
to
it back?
represent
Is that what you're
something.
saying?
No, I'm saying like, is this guy kind of talking in that?
I know that. So Herbert Morrison is the reporter, and he was doing a report for WLS, which is a Chicago radio station, and he was there in New Jersey, and he witnessed the Hindenburg disaster, and that's the humanity. And when you listen to this, I mean, you could hear. I almost get chills because he's
losing it.
And here, this is from 87 years ago.
Take you now to Lakehurst, New Jersey.
The ship is riding majestically toward us. It's practically standing still now. They've dropped rope out of the nose of the ship. It burst into flames. Get it started. It's crashing terrible. Oh, my, get out of the way, please. It's running and bursting into flames and it's falling on the mooring mast and all the folks between us. This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's like 400 or 500 feet into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke and the flames now, and the flame is crashing to the ground, not quite to the mooring mast. All the humanity and all the fans.
Wow, I mean, doesn't that give you chills?
Yeah,
he's watching hundreds perish, and
Well, only 36 people died.
yeah, but according to him, I mean,
From what he doesn't know what the hell's going
I
on.
mean, when you're looking at the footage, because you're watching the footage while you're, I mean, you think, how can anybody survive within 100, 200 feet of that? Because it is fireball.
But the way he's describing it
Is phenomenal.
is man. So that's one of the most famous broadcasts of all time.
Yeah, he's incredible.
The Humanity. That was 87 years ago today. 70 years ago, 1954, at a track meet in Oxford, England, medical student Roger Bannister becomes the first man to break the 4-minute mile. That was considered a miraculous human feat. The current world record was set in 1999 by a runner named Hicham El Jarreau from Morocco. He ran a mile in 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Just to put that in perspective and how far we've come since a 4-minute mile was a big deal, a guy ran a sub 5-minute beer mile on in April of 2014, which involved stopping between laps around a track to chug a beer. 30 years ago today, 1994, Bobcat Goldthwait set his chair on fire on The Tonight Show and then got charged with a crime for it. So he pleaded no contest to recklessly causing a fire and had to pay almost $4,000 in fines and charges.
Wow. He was charged with a crime on this show as well.
Bobcat? Yeah.
Canceling.
Did he no-show?
Yeah, he either no-showed or canceled last minute. Either way.
He had to pay no fine for that. But
Rizz did declare. Oh, yeah, he paid a fine. because he's come back into town a couple times and hasn't been on this show.
You're banned. You're banned, Bobcat.
That's it, Bobcat. Hey, what did you say right before that? It just reminded me of something.
He set his chair on fire.
No, the one before that.
The beer mile?
Oh, yeah. Remember when we tried that? Way harder than people think it is.
Oh, yeah. We tried to do the beer mile.
Because chugging a beer, it hurts. You get all this weird bubbly stuff, you know? And then when you have to
Stomach's bouncing up and down.
Yeah, dude. It's a weird feeling. We did not do it. We did not do very well.
That same day as the Bobcat thing, Pearl Jam filed a complaint with the U.S. Justice Department against Ticketmaster, alleging the company had a monopoly on the concert ticket business. 20 years ago today, in 2004, the final episode of Friends airs on NBC. Ran for 10 years and 236 episodes, went out with an estimated 51.1 million viewers. And 11 years ago today, in 2013, 3 women rescued from a Cleveland, Ohio house where they had been imprisoned for years by their abductor, a guy named Ariel Castro.
Is that we had ribs with this dude?
Oh, yes.
But we didn't have a clue.
We ate ribs with this dude. That's right.
That's the same guy, right?
That's the same guy. I got to find that.
Was this a song?
He must have big testicles. Cause
oh,
yeah.
Big giveaway.
That's right.
Oh, I got to find that.
We ate ribs with this dude.
Do you remember that story?
Have a clue.
I like hearing you guys.
So 3 women were in it, like who were thought to be kidnapped and gone.
Right.
Were being held at this dude's house.
What year?
2013.
Oh, damn. No, I don't remember that.
I got
And they're
it
eating
right
ribs?
I got it right here, friend.
Is that the remix? Okay.
I think so.
Ready? For this guy, Ariel Castro. He abducted Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Gina De Jesus from just roads in Cleveland.
Wow.
Later held them captive at his house. All 3 women were imprisoned until 2013 when Amanda Berry successfully escaped with her 6-year-old daughter.
Oh, my gosh.
So she gave birth so this guy got her pregnant while in captivity.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's able to help with the birthing process successfully?
So she gave birth to this monstrous kid while she was in captivity. I think so. I think it was his. So she got out and ran to that dead giveaway guy.
Good for her. That's terrifying.
And they uncovered. I mean, let me see. Castro charged with 4 counts of kidnapping, 3 counts of rape, pleaded guilty to 937 criminal counts of rape, kidnapping, aggravated murder as part of a plea bargain, sentenced to 1,000 years in prison.
Good.
Wow.
That's why I don't remember that. I mean, so much crazy stuff has happened in the last
Dead giveaway.
10 years.
Dead giveaway. All right, that's what happened back in the day. Yeah, was it his?
Or was she maybe pregnant when she got abducted? And
I don't know,
That's
but she
terrifying.
did give birth while she was in. I'm trying to do the math.
That's what that movie's about. That I just watched some of it on a plane. What's it called? Room? I think it's called Room. And it's about a gal who was abducted when she was 17. The abductor gets her pregnant. She has this kid, and she's raising the kid to think that the room is the world.
is that Brie Larson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but that
It is wild.
Wow.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And we start with congratulations to guitarist Nita Strauss. She has been on the road with Alice Cooper for many years. She left Alice to go to Demi Lovato for a year. She married her drummer and manager, Josh Villalta, on Saturday. Star-studded reception at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in L.A. Guests included Alice Cooper, who officiated the wedding, alongside Mick Foley. Demi Lovato, David Draymond, and John Moyer of Disturbed were also in attendance. They even took to the stage for some live karaoke at the after party / reception. And anyway, the nuptials come 10 months after Villalta proposed to Strauss on stage at the Whiskey A Go-Go during a record release for her latest album, The Call of the Void.
Oh, it was his daughter. DNA tests.
Wow. That's awful. U2 posted a third of 12 installments of their U2 to Love and Only Love Deep Dives and B-Sides digital series. This time, it's the remastered version of Last Night on Earth off of their pop album. So there's a video up on the blog if you want to see that. Incubus and Cage the Elephant are musical guests on Jimmy Kimmel Live on Monday and Wednesday. So if you're a fan of either of those bands, make sure you DVR that tonight and Wednesday. Morgan Wallen had his day in court this past Friday, but he was allowed to skip it. His attorney was there instead. No plea was entered, and the case is set for another hearing on August 15th.
And this from him throwing the chair off the building in Nashville?
Yes. His lawyer said Morgan will be here on August 15th, and several things can happen in the case. We might have a hearing, we might settle the case, or the case might continue. His lawyer also dropped that he was, he's done what he thinks would expect any good person to do when there's something such as this happens.
Can I make a prediction?
What do you think is going to happen?
He'll plead guilty and have to do like a free concert and give money to kids.
You think that's what's going to happen? Yep. Well, he's performing 3 sold-out shows at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville the same weekend of his court appearance. And he says, just like any good person would do. I didn't realize Gronk was such a ditz. And every joke about his stupidity that was being thrown at him, it was like he didn't understand what was happening.
He was laughing, though. I mean,
he looked kind of dumb, to be honest.
But that's his thing. Like, he's a
That's kind of what he's known for, I thought.
Like, he's a hard,
I didn't realize.
he's a dope.
He looked like a dope.
I bet he's smart. You gotta have some brains to be in the NFL. I mean, you gotta know how to read a playbook and run plays and memorize stuff. So you gotta have some.
You think he's playing into it?
I think that's his thing.
Really?
It was awkward.
Interesting.
Well, Tom Brady had the tables turned on him last night. The greatest roast of all time, hosted by Kevin Hart on Netflix. Kevin Hart was awesome. Tons of people were there. Obviously, Roastmaster Jeff Ross came out. He had a Roast J. Simpson jersey on, and he came out from the pits of hell. He said Aaron Hernandez, says hello from the pits of hell. So they crapped all over Aaron Hernandez. Gronk was the idiot of the night. Tom Brady was super uncomfortable for the beginning of it. Everybody from Bill Belichick to Ron Burgundy was there. And the only time, though, this was right after, so Kevin Hart got up there first, and then the first real person to come up and roast Tom Brady was Jeff Ross. And we have a little bit of audio from this. This is the only point of the entire event, which was right at the beginning, where Tom Brady actually got up and whispered something in Jeff Ross's ear.
See, what a dick move.
I agree.
Dude,
come on, man. It's a roast. You know what this is.
One job. It's not only a roast. You have one job as the roastee. Is that like look like you're a good sport and you're taking it all. That's your only job.
Did anybody explain to him what this is? Like what? Tom, listen, people are going to come up and not like you're used to, but people aren't going to,
they're going to exploit everything.
How do I put this? Kiss your ass.
They're going to shred you, and you have to look like you loved it.
This is not going to be
your only
an
job
event like
here.
you're used to, where everybody, kisses your ass.
Right. In fact, they talked about him bleaching his beehole.
This is going to be brutal.
They talked about his divorce with Giselle and how she's getting banged by the jiu-jitsu guy, and his sister, his family was there.
And
it's in front of everybody.
Jeff Ross is one of the most. I mean, he's
brutal.
Hilarious. He is brutal.
Yeah.
He is brutal.
Well, and this was interesting because I would have thought it maybe would have been family or his ex-wife that would have sent him over the top. It was actually what he was saying about Robert Kraft.
So Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, who was
in hot water,
infamously a couple years ago caught at a massage parlor, and
there were sex trafficking allegations, all sorts of things. So this is a little bit of the moment when Tom got out of his chair and approached the comedian Jeff Ross to say, "Knock it off."
So Tom became a Patriot, moved up to New England, and on the first day of training camp, that scrawny rookie famously walked into the owner, Robert Kraft's office, and said, "I'm the best decision your organization has ever made." Would you like a massage? I love Robert Kraft. I love
that again.
Okay.
And he was
He's
serious.
having fun. Look at him.
Yeah. You could kind of tell for like a split second, Jeff Ross got a little off of his track.
So Tom Brady got up and said to Jeff Ross, "Don't say that ish again."
Yeah. And there was a teleprompter obviously rolling for everybody who got up there to talk. And so he probably saw that there were more Robert Kraft jokes coming.
Dude, that's so
said,
dorky.
"Knock it off right now."
He literally threatened the comedian mid-roll.
Right.
Like,
The guy.
Like, that's like the dorkiest thing to ever happen at a roast. Is that the guy that's getting roasted gets so upset he physically goes over and tells somebody not to do something.
Okay, and in past roasts, there have been some uncomfortable times, but the person being roasted usually sits there and takes it, and then afterwards, like, man, I think it was Bob Saget said, man, some of the Olsen twins jokes, when he was being roasted or when he was on the dance, I forget what it was.
I forgot which one.
I forgot which one. He goes, man, those were a little over the line, but while you're there, you take it,
Right.
Yeah.
because that's what this is.
He was also defending, two young gals that weren't there and weren't a part of it. Kraft was there. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what
He's
do
a billionaire.
He made
Who are
his
you?
bed. Like, sit in it. Like, that came out. Everybody in the world knows about Robert Kraft's bad things that he did. So it's like, okay, now you have to sit with that. So maybe don't show up to the roast if you don't want to get roasted.
Well, if you can't take it.
It's
Yeah.
weird. It's really weird.
And that's what I'm saying. Did anybody explain to him, dude, this is going to be brutal? Like, you have some of the most brutal comedians.
Did he think that would be cut out? Because
it was live.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
It was Netflix live.
That was very Will Smithy sand slap.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I felt. I felt at any minute because, like, you had all of these athletes on one side and all these comedians on the other. And I almost could feel like the jocks kind of broadening up a little bit. And so I kind of felt like, oh man, are somebody going to get their ass like actually kicked? And so when Tom Brady, and again, this was in the first maybe 20 minutes of the roast.
I saw it.
The fact that he got up that early, I was like, oh man, we might have like somebody getting their ass kicked.
Yeah,
here
dude, it was
in a minute.
jocks. It was jocks versus nerds.
It was.
And the drama nerds were
this
winning.
That took Tom Brady down a little bit in my book. I'll be
For
honest with
sure.
you.
Well, he's already
For
average in
sure.
mine. Just looks alone. His teeth were glowing. It was not a good look the whole time. And that's what sucks. Everybody's like, oh, he's so gorgeous. Like, Will Ferrell dressed up as Ron Burgundy came out and was acting like he was so in love with him. And Nikki Glazer loved him. And she's like, oh my, trying to.
Fawning all over
her
him, yeah.
set was incredible. Like, because she really is just so raunchy and dirty, and I just love her. But
She's
I'm
the
just
talk
like,
of the
he's not that good looking. Like, Gronk is cuter than Tom Brady. I was watching them both, and I think that he's more attractive. Anyway.
I'd love to get Nikki on the show to talk about it, but she doesn't do our show anymore.
I know, that's a bummer. Kim Kardashian also walked up there, got booed by the crowd,
Yeah,
which
that
was
was
very
weird, too.
interesting. You could tell that her body language was uncomfortable. And then I almost thought Kevin Hart was going to come up and kind of save her for a second.
She was horrible, too.
Wait, who was?
Really?
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
But then at the end, like all good roasts, Tom Brady got to go up there, got some retributions. He talked about Peyton Manning. He says, thank you so much for coming out to LA to do this. I know sometimes you live in Denver and sometimes you live in Louisiana, but you'll always live in my shadow. When talking about Kevin Hart, he goes, I've heard some people talk about me having bad knees. My knees are so effed up, Kevin, because I spent so many GD hours on the floor begging Netflix to get Dave Chappelle to do this, which Dave Chappelle, I didn't stay up enough to.
I didn't see the whole thing.
I didn't see the whole thing either, but he was there. And then he talked about Kansas City Chiefs fans. He says, you say your stadium is the loudest. It helps when your fans are all 14-year-old girls. In honor of Tay-Tay, let's take a look at the Chiefs' eras. Terrible for 50 years, good for 5, shake it off. So the greatest roast of all time is on Netflix if you want to check it out.
I wouldn't say it was the greatest of all time.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is coming back to ABC for its 25th anniversary with celebrities competing to win up to $1 million for charities of their choice. It's going to premiere on July 10th. Jimmy Kimmel is returning to host. Rest in peace to Bernard Hill, who is best known for his roles in Titanic. He played Captain Smith in Titanic, and then he was also in Lord of the Rings. He's passed away at the age of 79. He's survived by his wife and son.
So I saw the picture of him, from Titanic. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen the side-by-side of him and the real captain of the Titanic?
Similar?
It's pretty good.
Uncanny.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. With a big beard. Hell of a beard on that guy.
Yeah.
Great beard.
Great casting. Like I said earlier, Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt's action comedy, The Fall Guy, #1 this movie weekend, but it only brought in $28 million. Experts predicted the first big movie of the summer season would make around 40 in its first weekend, so that didn't happen. It cost $140 million to make. And it'll have to make up its first week losses by positive word of mouth and international audiences. I'm going to give it some positive word of mouth. It was good. If you're looking for a great date movie for like you and your partner to go to, this is it. It's got a great storyline. It's funny. And if you watch The Fall Guy like Moon did, you'll get some of the references. There's some cameos in there.
And Ryan Gosling took his shirt off and made your husband gasp.
Yes, he's making straight men gasp for air.
Somebody calls Tom Brady. Who is it on here? I lost the name. A soft bitch.
Yeah. Oh, every time Kevin Hart got on the mic, he was like, F you, Tom. Like, said it a million times last night and just tried to take over the stage. Kevin Hart was great.
I don't know why that got me. Tom Brady's a soft bitch.
He is.
One night. Just one night. That's all you had to do is take it for one night.
Last week, a listener, Amber, emailed me over. She says, hey, The Crow's coming back to theaters for 2 nights only for the 30th anniversary at the end of May. I got my tickets. So
Who's this?
This is The Crow coming back into theaters.
Never saw it.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me either. I've never seen it either.
Never saw it.
You guys, you would love it.
And the soundtrack of the original one was.
No, I know the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
I know
How about the
I know
soundtrack?
of the movie.
Yeah.
I just never saw it.
Oh, man, that's surprising.
It was
Like
always
you
like a
would have seen
chick
it.
thing.
I wonder if that
Hell
movie
yeah.
holds up. I bet it's very 90s. And
It's very 90s, but you just got to get it. You can't, the special effects and stuff, you got to just remember it was 94. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Like I know what happened. I know the Brandon Lee accident. I
Right.
know the story.
I thought you'd be all over this,
No.
especially since he died in it. Like you are somebody who likes pop culture and moments like that.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like I know the story.
Yeah,
I don't need to see it.
I don't know why, but I just wasn't interested when it.
I wasn't either.
When it
Well,
happened.
screw you both. It's coming back into theaters the 29th and 30th of this month. Gede Watanabe, who is the actor. Watanabe, excuse me, who
Say
played
Wataneo.
Long Duck Dong and 16 Candles, was talking about how when he auditioned for that role, you know, it wasn't stereotypical or racist at the time. It never even crossed his mind when he was auditioning to be Long Duck Dong that it would be racist. And he said, honestly, there just weren't many roles for Asian actors at the time, and there was no real support to guide him about the fine line between being a goof and a comedy and what was stereotypical. And so he says during the table read after he got the role, he spoke to in his regular voice and surprised director John Hughes, saying he totally burst out laughing. He was in shock
That he didn't speak with the over-the-top
with the over-the-top
Asian accent.
foreign accent. He said that he used his friend's accent as inspiration for that audition.
That guy's been on a ton of stuff.
Like what else?
What's his name? What?
Gede Watanabe.
Gede Watanabe.
He is in Gung Ho with Michael Keaton.
nice.
Where they take over where the Japanese take over the auto parts plant.
Never
You ever see that
seen it.
movie? Oh, it's a great movie.
I don't think
16 Candles, UHF. Scott, he was in UHF.
Yeah.
What is that about?
He was a Wheel of Fish guy.
Slackers, Alfie, Mulan 2,
yes.
2 for the Money, Armageddon, Mulan.
UHF's a great story.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a good career.
Says he was in Armageddon as the Asian tourist, uncredited.
Damn.
Yeah, this guy's good.
And finally, guys, we talk about the TV series finales. What are the best ones? I have top 25, but we're just going to focus on the top 10.
Okay, so because
From
today's the anniversary of the
EW.
Friends finale.
Yes.
So I never saw it. So is that on the top 10?
It is number 7.
Okay, so top 10. So Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad
That was
is
a good
on
one.
here, and it is
I didn't love it. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
I didn't love it.
I loved
number
it.
24. So it's not even top 10.
I didn't love it.
I'm going to say The Office.
The Office did not make the list.
Wow, that's
I bet you
stupid.
Newhart is number 1.
Newhart is on the list, but number 22.
Number 22.
Better Call
Lost?
Saul.
So remember Newhart was the one
Yeah, the
where
dream.
it was a dream.
Yeah.
That's not on the list?
Number 22.
Oh, it's
22.
probably
Oh,
Alf.
top 10, though.
Better Call Saul's not on the list.
God, that's stupid, too. Have you seen that? That is
No, I didn't.
excellent.
about Lost?
Sopranos.
Sopranos, number 10.
You said Lost?
Yeah.
Lost, number 13.
Dexter is one of the notorious bad ones.
Bad ones.
That is not on here.
So is Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is, on
Seinfeld
the
was
list, number
great.
5, even though people said they hated it
I liked it.
When was this list updated?
this year.
So Curb Your Enthusiasm's on there?
No, not yet.
How I Met Your Mother.
Nope.
A lot of people didn't like that one either. I liked it. I thought it was all
Maybe I
right.
just
Moon,
like
one of your
things.
favorite shows is
Game of
on-
Thrones.
No. It's number 4. You talk about this show all the time. I've not
Oh,
seen
The
this show.
Wire.
The Wire is number 4.
The Wire's the best show ever made.
My favorite show, 6 Feet Under, came in at number 3 for best TV series finale.
MASH.
Yeah, MASH.
MASH is number 14.
We say
Is
Cheers.
number- Oh, Cheers was a good one, too.
Number 16 is Cheers.
I'm just throwing that out there. I have no
Do
idea.
you remember the end?
No.
He just shuts off the lights,
Oh,
walks
that's
out,
right.
Ted
It says-
Danson shuts off the lights.
Yeah, but what was the last episode? Not the last frame. What was the last episode? Do you
Bunch of
remember?
friends at a
No, I
bar.
remember watching it, though.
Either.
So
Is number one a show that is it a modern type show?
modern for its time. It's a medical show.
Oh,
ER was the number one best TV series.
ER is over? I thought that was one of those soapy ones that's still going, like Grey's Anatomy.
I know it's over.
No, it's over. Grey's
It is?
Anatomy's still going.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Grey's Anatomy is on like 23
so
or
two.
24.
So 2, 6, 8, and 9 is what's missing. 2 of these are sci-fi related.
So night.
One is radio related, and one is
Oh, the
Interesting.
WKRP?
no.
News radio?
News radio.
Think bigger. Think more mainstream. Frasier. Number 9 is Frasier.
I said that.
I'll just give you number 8. Star Trek: The Next
I
Generation.
wouldn't have got that.
Number 6 was Battlestar Galactica.
No,
Never
that one.
watched. And number 2 is 24. Jack
Oh, you know
Bauer.
what? That's the next one that I'm telling my son. My son's been really into. I showed him Lost. He loved it. I showed him Fringe. He loved it even more. I showed him. Well, actually, Lost was his favorite. Now he's on an Alias kick, and he's loving it. And I've never seen Alias, and I was watching it. By the way, not only is Bradley Cooper like one of the key players, and that was a surprise. I had no idea. Jason Segel was in the episode
really?
that we were watching yesterday. Yeah, super bizarre. I'm seeing all these like
Big
actors,
stars.
that we love, and I'm like, wow, they're one-offs in in Alias. But I kept telling him, he's like, what's the next show I should watch? And I was like, dude, I've never seen it, but everybody talked about 24 when it was
24,
live.
we watched the first 3 seasons, and then it kind of
When it was live?
Yeah,
Everyone that
it was Fox,
watched
man.
it
That
talked
was
about
for
it.
us. It was must-watch TV.
Yeah.
You think it holds up?
I don't know.
What's it about? Just Kiefer Sutherland 24 hours of
Terrorism and
Yeah, it's like he has like 24 hours to save the world, and each hour of the episode is in real time.
yeah, it's in real time.
So the whole season takes place over the course of one day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Each episode is the next
Very
hour
creative,
of the
and,
day.
and he's that was kind of brought Kiefer Sutherland back. By the way, Nikki Glazer's on Stern this morning. That's
yeah.
why she can't do our show.
She'll be here tomorrow.
Nope, don't even say that.
Okay. Perhaps the next day. Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. 2 first names. Naomi Scott is 31. That's Jasmine in the live-action Aladdin remake. Let's see. We got... by the way, your kids know her as Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, in the Power Rangers movie.
Why would your kids know him?
We knew him.
Kids know Power
I
Rangers?
wanted to be Kimberly so
Yeah,
bad.
I think so. My oldest kids...
My kids have no idea what the Power Rangers are.
My older kids.
Oh, maybe your older kids.
Sashira Zamata is 38, former Saturday Night Live cast member who plays Tasha and I Feel Pretty. Chris Paul, 2 first names, Golden State Warriors, 39. Gabourey Sidibe is 41. Adrian Palicki is 41. Martin.
Who's that?
Oh, that's she's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's see, Friday Night Lights, also the assassin in John Wick, one of the assassins. Let's see, Martin Brodeur, Hall of Fame goalie.
St. Louis Blues.
That's right. NHL's all-time leader in wins, shutouts, and games played. He's 52. George Clooney is 63. Tom Bergeron is 69. Tony Blair is 71. Alan Dale, that's Charles Widmore in Lost, and the director of NCIS for the first 2 seasons. He's 77. Bob Seger is 79. And Willie Mays. Did you guys know that Willie Mays was still alive?
Yes. He's old.
Oh, I didn't realize.
He's in his
Holy
80s.
smokes. Not Willie Mays Hayes, but Willie Mays.
Oh, so not the real
82.
one?
He is... He's got 82.
86.
Baseball Hall of Famer is 93 years old, guys. Congratulations,
Wow.
Willie.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Heather Wayne. And today's birthday girl's been in 163 fine films, including The Adventures of Tracy Dick, Beverly Hills Cop, Dirty Sherry, The House of Lust,
That got me.
Kissin' Cousins, not the Goonies, but the Poonies,
Beverly Hills Cop.
The Poonies.
Rambone the Destroyer, and who can forget a role? This movie. Who can forget a role in 1985's Angels with Gooey Faces? I hate that.
Ew.
Heather Wayne is 59 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
Doggone it.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your sex time fun facts. And we'll start off with, now, the Japanese culture. I've never been to Japan, but man,
It's the coolest place on earth, man.
they're into some weird stuff. Like, you ever heard of tentacle porn?
We've talked about it before, only because of the sex toy review.
We've also talked about them selling used underwear in vending machines.
Oh.
Dude, this is just, this next thing, I'm not into
Pretty
it.
hot.
I can't wait
I'm not
to know
into
what
it.
you're not into.
It is 7:56. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and June 2nd. Tickets are available now at www.raceway.com. We've got delays 270 westbound between Dunn Road and 170, average speed about 15 miles an hour. We also have delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Ladue. Also 270 in Dorset, between Dorset and 64, really. Your point forecast, scattered showers, high of 79. Right now it's 62 at the Point Studio.
.7 The Point. AO. Let's go. It's Liv Maddox, broadcasting live from the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, and I am joined now by the one, the only Jelly Roll.
Yeah, baby.
How are
Howdy,
you,
howdy.
sir?
I feel like I'm back home, man. I love St. Louis. It's one of my favorite cities in America for dozens of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time I was here was just sheer disappointment because Point Fest got rained out that day. And
Yeah,
Oh,
we're still mourning
Putney and
that.
the 123 Mortgage Team, 314-862-0123. There are so many pitfalls when it comes to buying a home, especially buying your first house. My God, buying your first house, it's complicated. I mean, there are so many different ways you could go, and I'm sure you're getting advice from all sorts of people. Kevin Putney's the guy. Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team. He will find the loan that fits your needs. A loan is like a fingerprint. Everybody's going to be different. Your loan's going to be different from my loan, and my loan's going to be different from somebody else's loan. He's going to put that puzzle together and find the loan that fits your needs. If you're finding or you're buying a house, before you call the realtor, call Kevin. He's got so many different programs for first-time home buyers. He's got stuff for down payment assistance. He will help you secure your dream home. And since he's local, it's going to be fast. It's going to be convenient. He's just a good dude, and he really does care about his clients. It's Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team, 314-862-0123. That's 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity, all loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Hey guys, it's Lux and Jacoby from Papa Roach.
What's up?
How are you doing?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say I'm doing good. I'm just much rather be playing a rock show tonight.
I would much rather be watching you play a rock show. This is such a bummer.
I know, very much so. We just got the news like an hour ago, and I was like, I mean, what am I gonna do?
We did all we could.
I'm here to rock. I'm here to do my gig. You know what I'm saying? And it's Mother Nature is just not having it today.
But the good news is, outside of being here for Point Fest, you guys have a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Papa Roach is killing it. I was on TikTok today. Huge fan of your TikTok.
What'd you see?
Well, I saw you reaching out to one of my favorite artists, Kay Flay, for.
Oh, yeah.
So I texted her that video this morning. I haven't heard back, but I did.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's
I absolutely did, and I sent her that video.
I love her,
like,
dude. I think she's awesome, man. Good energy, great artist, great live performer, great songwriter, great voice, just awesome. I'm a fan.
Well, good.
Obviously.
Then you're happy. I sent the text message and not like, oh.
Hey, let her know.
God.
If she ever want to collab, dude, let's do something.
Yay! So what was it like writing Ego Trip while you were all in quarantine? I know you guys kind of got together, had to get tested, do the whole thing.
Yeah. So we, the rug was pulled out from underneath us, and we were on tour out in Europe at the time. Came home, flew home, thought we were going to be home for a few weeks. A couple months goes by.
Hey, there's a massive opportunity for you or somebody that you know to have an incredible career as an install floor layer with the local Carpenters Union. Hands-on, real-life work. We're talking about something that's lucrative, creative, and, man, it's meaningful. So if you are on your way to a job right now that has no meaning, I was actually just talking to a guy that I love. Actually, I was asking, like, hey, when's the last time you did something that you felt was meaningful? And he's like, it's been years and years, far too long. So I was encouraging him, hey, man, you get into something that brings you meaning, some real fulfillment. This is an opportunity for you, and a huge opportunity to become an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union and get into some meaningful, creative, and lucrative work. Apply to become an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union by going to apply.ficstl.org. I'll say that again in just 1 second, and I'll remind you that once you get started, you start making money right away. So as you learn, you earn, and that is incredible. Again, that website you can get started right now is apply.ficstl.org.
So aside from rest, relaxation, and a lot of work, another reason we bought the farm was because my wife owns a company called All Things Elderberry, where she makes elderberry elixir and various other elderberry products. So not only are we building a house on the property, but this is the field over here with over 70 rows of elderberry plants, over 9,000 elderberry plants on this field right now. So let me take you up there. Let me show you what it's all about. So instead of buying elderberries from somebody else, we thought, let's just grow the elderberries ourselves. No big deal. So here we are up here on the big field. It's about 5+ acres of elderberries. As I said, 70 rows, over 9,000 plants. So the rows start over here and go all the way down. So last October, all these plants were put in. Now right now they look like little sticks. But come late July, come August, these sticks will be about yay high, full of elderberries. So there are a bunch of different varieties of elderberry in the field here. This is called a Pocahontas. So this will eventually be here, maybe even higher. So come July, August, we'll need tiny hands to come pick these elderberries, put them in buckets for processing. But for the time being, we need to mulch every single row. Every single row. The mulch is going to go onto the rows to prevent weeds from sprouting up and killing the elderberry plants. So yeah, that's the next big thing. Mulching.
The great battles of our time. Man versus nature, intellect versus instinct. Burrito versus butthole. Here in this fortress of solitude, we reflect and ponder tough questions about life and ourselves. And the toughest question of all may be, what do I wish I could accomplish before I die? Mine eyes have seen the glory. The proverbial bucket list. Why is it called that? Do you have one? Should you have one? If so, what should be on it? Let's dive into those questions today on the Number 2 Show. You know, they've always said to think outside the box, but here, inside this box, we've had some of the most profound reflections. They say inspiration strikes in the most unexpected places.
Fun facts. I want to talk about sexy time. You have a sexy weekend? Well, if you went to Patricia's, you may have had a very sexy weekend. Patricia's is where fun and fantasy meet. If you are planning the bachelor or bachelorette party and you need to get your, let's say, bachelorette penis-shaped things, Patricia's is where you go. You got 3 very convenient locations: St. Peter's, the Cave Springs exit, on Page 3 miles east of Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. And you may be saying, I'm not going to go to a place like that. What do you mean like that? It's well lit. It's clean. This is not a seedy roadside sex shop where you're going to drive, you're driving out west and you look up on a ridge, along the highway, and it's some boarded up, like, shady looking place. This is not Patricia's. Again, well lit. The employees there are amazing. They'll answer any question you may have without making you feel weird or creepy. Trust me, they've heard it all. Sexy lingerie, sexy costumes, adult toys for women and men, male enhancers, they got it all. It's Patricia's. For all your fun and adult toys, it's where fun and fantasy meet.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
Announce the Rizz Olympics.
The Rizz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events, and the loser is going to have hell to pay. But on the flip side of that coin, because we do love each other, and we do, believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of positivity on this show. The flip coin is...
So I'm going to add to my bucket list, I really do want to go to Japan. Like, that is a place I think I would love and probably fall in love with the real deal Japanese culture.
It's very easy to do.
You will, man.
Everything from the food to just, the cleanliness.
The fun
stores. I'm all about it. I'd love to visit Tokyo.
Okay.
I'd love to go to Tokyo. I'd love to go to, I'd love to go see the sights.
Take the train. We zoom through the...
Yeah, man, I want to do it.
It's so fun.
But I will tell you, the Japanese are into some weird stuff.
Okay.
That culture comes with a couple strange byproducts.
Yeah. And maybe I don't understand. Rice balls rolled in women's armpits, 10 times more expensive than regular ones.
Yeah, what's that have to do with Japan?
A recent food trend in Japan has garnered attention for its unconventional approach to making onigiri, or rice balls. Instead of the traditional hand-shaping method, some young chefs are using their armpits to knead and mold these iconic snacks. This unique method, which has gained popularity on social media, has added a new twist to Japanese food culture. According to the South China Morning Post, all ingredients and body parts that come into contact with the food undergo thorough disinfection before beginning the process. Now, here we go. Disinfection my ass.
Oh.
The chefs then engage in physical activity to induce sweating, using their armpits instead of their hands to shape the rice balls. What happened to the disinfecting?
Well,
the sweat gets rid of...
What? What?
I had risotto balls over last week, and I really...
And?
As you're saying this to me, I'm like, I don't want to be thinking about this. I don't want to be thinking about armpit rice balls.
Surprisingly, these armpit-created delicacies are fetching prices as high as 10 times that of regular onigiri in select restaurants.
My onigiri had a weird curly hair.
Customer reactions to these armpit-molded rice balls have been mixed.
Huh.
Some diners report no discernible difference in taste, while others find the concept intriguing yet unsettling. In response, certain eateries have embraced transparency, showcasing the preparation process to curious patrons. You have to be a mental patient to want this. So, yes, patience.
Wild.
Gross.
Ew. I'm just thinking about, how sometimes you'll get stuck in your armpit flaps or your little creases. Like sometimes you'll get like little bits of either a hair or a little deodorant, a little accoutrement.
Yeah, especially if they're using any perspirant or whatever, there's like metal just stuck in there.
Right.
It's no good.
So weird, dude.
What? Oh, you're talking about aluminum?
Yeah. They put...
Yeah, listen. Yeah, your armpit's not Reynolds wrap with the amount of aluminum foil.
What makes it sound
aluminum
like
you're putting under your arms.
This rice ball tastes like arid.
Smart.
Is there a person that you would allow to...
Nobody. End of story.
Really?
Okay.
Nobody.
Whatever my wife wants.
Mm-hmm.
If your wife wants to make rice balls using her armpits?
Whatever she wants, man.
What?
Full
I don't
trust.
think I could eat a rice
full
ball
trust,
out
full
of
love.
his armpit.
No.
If she makes it with her hands, I guess it's not...
No.
But if
What if she want? I want to put this there.
Whatever she
B.O.
wants,
rice
man.
ball.
No, I want to put this.
On me?
Yeah, on you.
Well,
there. Okay,
maybe
see?
not, whatever.
Love has its limits.
I will say that has to feel really nice for her, though. I think it would be very soothing to put some, wet rice patties
So it's
up
like
in-
sushi rice.
Let's do it.
Sweat is sterile. What? I don't think so.
You're secreting the toxins.
Scholars have weighed in on the cultural and physiological implication of this phenomenon. Research from 2013 delves into the unique significance of armpits, suggesting that sweat from this area contains pheromones that can affect human emotions when sensed or tasted.
You're crying eating these pit rolls?
However, not everybody is sold on the idea. The novelty has sparked heated debates on social media platforms, while proponents argue that as long as hygiene standards are upheld, there's no harm in exploring cultural boundaries. No, this eliminates all hygiene standards. Like once you put rice under your arms,
It's over.
after sweating, there is no hygiene standards anymore.
Right.
That's it. It's over.
What if this is the most sanitary way of doing this and we don't know? And now we finally figured it out.
Yeah, how did they know to put it under there and start? Like here in America, we do the fart noise with the armpit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we kind of experiment with. And I'm not saying this is wrong.
We do fart
It's
patties.
just different culture, you know? So
You know,
is that a
what
thing?
this is? If I shoot you, Moon, in the head,
Yes.
and somebody goes, as long as you don't murder him.
Huh.
See, when I shoot you in the head, I murdered you.
I would think that was
When you put
intention.
sushi rice under your sweaty armpits, there's no hygiene anymore.
I don't like the sweaty armpit panini.
Yeah, that's right. Every chef's going to do this now. Put stuff under their armpits.
My dad always joked about there's this restaurant in Oklahoma we used to go to, and there's this lady who's always sweating that was making the food, but he claimed that she would put the hamburger patties under her armpits, and that's why it tasted so good.
No.
Yeah.
She was always sweating when she was cooking?
she was a
Pit
I don't
patties.
she was a
like that.
full-size lady.
Oh, man, I don't like that.
Yeah.
The smell alone is a turnoff for me. I mean, it's BO. It's what you're tasting.
There's, pit balls, pit rice balls,
Pit balls.
No thanks.
crotch salad.
Crotch salad.
All right, let's do Sex Time Fun Facts. And it's sponsored by. What
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
the hell's wrong with you people, honestly?
What do you mean by you
It ain't that
people?
bad. Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
all
gonna try
saying,
it.
man. What are you, crazy?
I'm making one right now.
A lot of men don't realize how many groin pics single women have to deal with when they're online dating. And you've had unsolicited groin pics sent to you, correct?
Oh, yeah, by older male listeners, yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Gross?
Yeah. Unfortunate, because I clicked an email that I was at work, and a man had taken a selfie of underneath his ball sack, and I could see his face, like, his
Oh.
face was up here, and his dong was like,
I think you've shown it to me.
yeah. And he was very
Gross.
wrinkly and tan.
And disgusting. And what the hell's wrong with you?
Right. And at full attention, by the way.
Oh, boy.
Blah.
And I showed like every man in this. I go, look at this. Like, pointed
Anyway,
it out.
here is a fun way to deal with that kind of situation that's verging on evil, but I love it.
Okay.
I love this, what this woman did. So a woman named Becky Holmes, she's an author who likes to troll online scammers. So she just published a book this year about romance scams called Keanu Reeves is Not in Love with You, which is what a cool
Right.
name for a book. She also likes trolling creepy dudes who send her unsolicited photos of her junk. And screenshots from a recent back and forth are trending online. Now, here's what she did. On her birthday, a guy DM'd her a shot of his junk after sticking it through a happy birthday sign.
It's creative.
But instead of blocking him, she made him think he's got a serious illness.
Oh.
So she sent back a zoomed-in shot of a red mark on his stomach. Lied and said she has a degree in dermatology. And said, this looks concerning.
I want to go get that checked out.
Yeah. So they had a long back and forth where he said things like, it doesn't even itch. And she told him, that's even more concerning. She also said, quote, it's going to be a really difficult few months for you.
So it freaked him out.
She freaked this guy out. He eventually replied back and said he showed the pictures to his cousin, who didn't see anything alarming, but he added that she's not an expert like you. The whole exchange happened a while back, and you could see this online, but she reposted it after the same guy sent her another unsavory picture of himself. This time she tried to convince him that he had contracted the bubonic plague.
What?
He was more skeptical this time, but he'd look into it just in case.
Yeah.
But I applaud this woman. That is unbelievably creative and savvy.
Touche.
Yeah, I think the picture I've seen here, it kind of looks like Ryan Gosling from that movie you're describing.
Oh, really? From
Did you see the picture?
Yeah.
See the picture of him with his dong through the happy birthday
it's
sign?
just, there's a picture of his the belly area.
He's gross.
What? He's just a little hairy and
He's gross. And I don't understand the thought process there of I'm going to send you a picture of my penis, and I'm assuming that you're going to be like, oh, my God, I want me some of that. I'm going to drop everything. I'm going to leave my husband. I'm going to try. Where are you?
Right.
man.
I will travel to the ends of the earth for that dong.
Why you're just giving it all away, you know? Send a hot pic, good clavicle. And then leave it open to interpretation what's going on down there. When you send the full Monty, you are giving up everything, all your game. That's it. Game over.
Yeah, but even the pictures of his gross, disgusting, hairy belly.
He has a uniquely big belly button.
Audi?
No, it's an innie. I mean, it is like
the whole thing.
a
Big old
big
notch.
time innie. I think there's
gross.
bats that are in there.
Big time, Minnie.
Again, I can't wrap my head around what the thought process there is. I just cannot. You're willing to give it all up.
Yep.
Because also, isn't that close? Is that predatorial lines?
Sure.
Where's that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So is it
it's
illegal?
an unwanted D-pic.
Isn't that illegal?
Unwanted. Yeah, I mean, I don't think
Sexual
it's
harassment?
Is it illegal?
Is it illegal? I have no idea.
I don't know.
It seems like it's sexual harassment because if you do that outside on the street
Right.
to a lady,
Which, thanks for telling me that now.
I know, I apologize. I should
After the weekend he's
taught you
had.
that.
When was the last time you were in a conversation that was so boring that you stopped listening
Wait, what'd you say?
and just focused on how not to look bored out of your mind?
Every day of my life. No, I don't
And
know.
you know what I'm talking about, right? You're trapped in a mundane, like a terribly boring conversation,
Oh, yeah.
and you have completely blocked out whatever they're saying, and then you're internalizing like, how do I not look bored?
Yes.
Like that's all I'm thinking about now.
How do I not look bored?
And the worst is you have no clue now where they're at in the conversation. You don't even know what's happening.
Like I'm like thinking about my posture. Like I have no idea what they're saying.
I
I'm
don't-
just thinking about myself now. I'm adjusting my posture.
I'm
like,
thinking about my face.
am I blinking the requisite amount of times?
I wear my thoughts on my face, and so I got to really reel it in whenever that happens.
What could my face look like right now?
Am I like slack-jawed? Is my mouth open? What's going on? So a new poll asked people how often they get bored during conversations, and almost half of us say it happens sometimes. Another 31% say it rarely happens, and 5% claim they're never bored. You talk to people your whole life, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. On the flip side, 10% say they usually get bored when talking to others. And another 4% say it's always happening. Well, you need to surround yourself with more exciting people.
Right.
Wow.
What if your family's boring?
So when we do get stuck in full conversations, we're all not great at wiggling out. 13% of people say they think they're better than most people at slipping away. 16% say they're worse than most people in getting out of these conversations,
Oh, they're talking about actually getting
like
out.
getting out of it.
Ooh, yeah.
45% say they're just as stuck as the rest of us. And men are more likely to say they're better at getting out of them than women.
Oh man, thankfully I haven't. I haven't had any alcohol since 2019, so I haven't been drunk since before then. But man, when I was drunk and I found myself in this situation, as soon as I heard my own brain say, "I'm bored," I hate to admit this, but I fully will. If I was drunk enough, I would just leave.
Just walk away?
I just walked away.
Never just walked away from a conversation.
And I'm talking like really drunk where I knew that I couldn't even participate. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I was at a point where I was like, I shouldn't be conversing right now. You know what I mean? Like there was like a little police officer, like sometimes you have like the angel and the devil on your shoulders. I would have a police officer in my brain that would go, you can't say anything. You shouldn't say anything. This conversation should end right now. And whatever damage, it was like, cut your losses. Leave the conversation now and take the damage that comes with just leaving in the middle of a conversation, or really risk saying something you don't mean or saying something that you don't want to say out loud or whatever it is. That little police officer would say, nope, you're done for the night. You need to go. And I would just walk away.
I'm good at creating a diversion or shifting the topic.
Yeah. Well, my yes.
That's what I do.
I got a group of yes people that always, like I need those yes people that make me feel good. And they always do they'll catch me in a web and then they come over distracted, then I can leave. They escort me. Yeah, it's nice.
A lot of times, remember, this would be like on tour or something. So like a tour bus is a few blocks away or something, but I'd be sitting there and I'd just be way too far in the night. And it would be with like a band member or somebody I know. So it wasn't anybody I was worried about like insulting, because everybody knows, we've been here all night. We're hammered. Everybody needs to be back at the bus. So it would be one of those. I'm not saying like I would just be talking to some nice stranger and be like, boop, bye.
Gotta go.
But, you've never had that where you've been in a conversation where like more words is just more danger. You gotta get out.
Yeah. And listen, there's also times when I'm talking and I go, I've lost you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I've stopped mid-sentence and gone, you don't care about this.
When people were asked,
I'll just leave.
How often they think the other person in the conversation is bored, the numbers were basically the same as the times they were bored. So there's a decent chance the other person knows you're bored with what they're saying. Are our lives and perspectives really that dull, or is social media just a spoiler that kills in-person talk?
No. The situation I'm talking about, again, it's like that little police officer blows a whistle because you know that this conversation is over, but you both are still talking because you're drunk.
Yeah, or you just don't. Either one of you don't know how to end.
Yeah, nobody knows how to get out of this. We're in this crazy vortex, and it's just this never-ending whirlpool.
I'm usually the one to go, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to grab a drink, or I'm going to go over there.
Got to have the audacity.
Yeah, and that's where the Moondini would happen, because I'd go, I got to go to the bathroom, and I would just go outside.
Yeah, but that's different.
Go home.
That's just being a jerk.
Mm-hmm. I disagree, but you can ride this as long as you want.
Oh, I'm gonna, because it's not. I'm not riding anything. It's what I truly believe. Bumble, the dating app.
Oh,
What's it known for?
Oh,
that's the
women
gals.
the women have to message first, right?
Right. Bumble is known as a dating app that requires women to make the first move, but now they're helping you out if you don't want to initiate. So there's a new feature called Opening Moves that lets female users set a prompt which guys can respond to. So their example is a little lame. The prompt is, what do you like about my profile? And you can make it anything you want. The idea is that you're just signaling to the guy that he can initiate the chat. So you could ask, who would be your dream dinner guest? Or which former World War II personality would you like to play pickleball with? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
What a specific question.
Now, there are a few other new features, including badges that say what kind of relationship you're looking for, like life partner or fun casual dates. And the app will now highlight common interests at the top of potential matches profiles, like coffee, yoga, or, I don't know, Nickelback fan. Just, again, throwing that out there as an example. So these are new features on Bumble. So the OnlyFans website hypes out people, hypes out people use the platform to what? Hawk cooking classes, fitness routines, comedy acts, their musical chops, self-help coaching. But let's be honest, if you subscribe to OnlyFans, you're expecting naughtiness. And the data backs that up.
Okay.
A whopping what's the percentage of all content on OnlyFans? How much of that is adult content? Remember, they say it could be fitness, it could be cooking classes, it could be whatever you want.
Yeah.
But how much of the content on OnlyFans right now is adult content?
I'm going 80%.
80%.
I see that 91.
91%.
Dang. I was going to go 90. With that, then I'll go 96%.
It is, Scott's the closest, 98%
of
all of OnlyFans is adult content.
And
98%.
And you have the top earners, right?
Oh, yeah.
And none of them are outside of the adult stuff. Am I right? Is there anybody doing cooking or
Right.
go-karting or whatever
Some
the
of
heck
these
it might be?
names that I see on here, I don't believe so. I believe it is all naughty stuff.
How did the adult content take over OnlyFans? I mean, was it one person and that
Well,
just
that's what
sparked it?
OnlyFans, I mean, that's really what it was created for.
No, it wasn't. The person who created it, it was for niche
They were
fans,
just ripping
right?
off Patreon.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're into knitting? Okay, cool. Well, this world-class knitter.
This person says
Are you
that.
sure that
I think it was pitched for the ladies.
It was a porny Patreon.
Yeah.
Because the OnlyFans owners, what was the news, like last year something came out, and they were like, we're not a pornography site.
They tried to push
They're trying.
that. They tried that, but then they gave up.
That's why, like, Twitch and all them, because they set up rules at the beginning where that's not allowed. And
OnlyFans didn't.
No.
You're saying. Interesting. So they left
So
it
they were
open to
encouraging this.
interpretation.
They encouraged it.
They tried to do.
They pretended until they couldn't pretend anymore.
Right. They tried to do like, oh, we're not just porn, we're other things. But again, 98%.
Even if you are other things and you go, oh, I'm on OnlyFans, they're going to assume that your boobies are out while you're knitting. You know? You can't even promote what you're doing.
Well, now they're
unless
trying to do
it's
the
porn.
comedy stuff. Like Whitney Cummings did a roast. Right? Didn't she do the roast of Bert Kreischer on OnlyFans?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to do comedy and stuff like that. But a new study looked at the states with the most OnlyFans creators, and somewhat surprisingly, Nevada is not number one.
What?
Maybe because in Nevada there are more options for you if you want to show some skin for money. But Connecticut, congratulations. Connecticut is the number one OnlyFans creator state. Then Nevada, Hawaii, North Dakota, Maine, Iowa, New Hampshire, Indiana, Florida, Colorado. I don't know where we are.
In between Illinois and Kansas.
Geographically, yes. But overall, there are more than 1.7 million OnlyFans creators, more than 400 million users, and more than 1.3 million daily active users. And you can make some nice side money as a creator. But like a lot of social media, the influencers really raking it in are at the very, very, very top. Like the top, 0.1% of OnlyFans accounts make 87% of the money. But the average creator of OnlyFans will make not that much money.
It always seems like in an interview, the person's like, yeah, I'm a 0.00 top earner. And it seems like everyone always says that. So I'm like, how can everyone be a top earner? Because our
Like
former
the-
educator here, she was a top earner.
The former teacher, yeah, I think she's killing it still. And she's making good money. The OnlyFans teacher? Brianna. But who is the top OnlyFans earner of all time?
It's got to be someone famous, like the
Wasn't it like Cardi B?
yeah, something like
Cardi B is number 2. Cardi B has made $47 million doing
That's
OnlyFans.
absurd.
$47 million. But who is number 1?
I don't understand how people find you on there. Like if I were to
Well,
start
if you
an
know that Cardi
OnlyFans-
B's on there, you look up Cardi B.
Right, but the average person, like, are there hashtags that you use and that's how you search?
You can't even. So I'm on just OnlyFans.com and it's saying you got to log in.
Right.
So you can't even.
You can't even search.
You can't even search?
You can't even
Damn
search.
it, where's Rafe when we need him?
Yeah. That's how you know it's just not
Oh yeah, he's
intended for certain things.
shoot, man.
Who's number 1? So
Is it a man?
I already
No,
read it.
It's not.
Is it that the actor turn?
There's like
There's
one,
one dude
there's
in the
one
top
guy.
10.
Yeah.
It's Tyga,
Oh, yeah.
who's made $37 million.
And he's not number 1. He's number 7.
He's number 7.
Who is on OnlyFans? Do we know this person? Number 1?
Yes,
You
you,
would.
do. Yes, you do.
Famous
This person, quote unquote, retired at 18 to become OnlyFans, and you're gonna say when you hear this name, you're gonna go, retired from what? Because I don't think she's ever done anything real. I mean, I mean, this is real. I'm not
No.
saying this isn't real. Blah 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 blah.
She's famous for, she first got on everybody's radar as somebody who was underage that was on Dr. Phil.
Controversy.
Oh, the gal that married the.
Cash Me Outside chick?
Cash Me
Yes.
Outside.
Cash me outside.
How about that?
Cash Me Outside.
I don't know her name.
Danielle Bergoli.
Okay.
But she goes by Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Bad Bobby.
Bad Bobby.
Bad
BHAD.
Damn it, Bobby.
Bad Bobby. She's made $59 million.
What did I say? Bad baby, bad Barbie.
Is it baby?
Is she naked?
Yeah.
We're the wrong people.
Is she still making
She's
people
made
cash me outside?
$59,792,685.
And 17 cents.
That's how much that girl, the Cash Me Outside girl,
Dang.
has made on OnlyFans.
Wow.
What was so special about her? Is she hot?
No.
Oh.
Really?
Is she mean to everybody? She's just mean to people.
I don't know I couldn't tell you.
Was she kind of the first to do this?
I couldn't tell you what she does on there. I don't know if she just gets her cans out. I don't know.
Huh.
Black China made $39 million on OnlyFans. She's at number 3. Bella Thorne
Bella
That's the
Thorne,
one I was
yes.
trying to think of. Yeah.
has made $37 million.
Oh yeah, remember she came out and it was like $1 million in the first weekend.
Yep. Belle Delphine, I don't know who that is, has made $34 million. Former porn star Mia Khalifa, $32 million. So then Tyga, then Gem 101, I don't know who that is, made $30 million. Amber Rose has made $27 million. And some lady named Erica Mena has made $25 million.
Wow.
Bad Bobby has, or Baby, I don't know, is it Baby? I have no
People
idea.
are saying
I don't know,
baby.
dude.
Baby? I don't know.
Gem 101 is this gal.
Bella Delphine is a bathwater girl, says Alice.
So Cash Me Outside girl, monthly earnings $3,517,000.
Wow.
What'd you say? Who's the bathwater? What?
Delphina.
Belle Delphine?
Delphine, yes.
Adele Dazim.
Adele Delphine.
Whoops.
Oh.
Belle.
Oh, no thanks.
no,
Delphine.
what is
God.
that?
Oh, like an anime?
Oh,
I'm not into that.
no. Oh.
Bathwater. Ew, she's
She's
got
in
a.
the bath.
She's got a squid.
She's an ex-YouTuber. Somebody in the chat knows a lot about her.
Oh, yeah. Well, she is filthy rich.
What do you do with this?
Her hair's cute. Her pink hair.
She looks like an underage girl.
She does.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, she looks like a teenager. What's wrong with people?
How much money this
I'm
gal
sure
makes?
it's very interesting.
should be in jail.
Live stream. I bet
Yeah.
it's very fun, informative.
34
Wild.
million? Holy cow.
$34 million. So Cardi B makes almost $2 million a month. I mean, it's wild. Wild.
Oh, yeah, Amber Rose. Okay, I know who that is.
She was the one that was married to Kanye.
Yeah.
She's cute.
With the
She
short
got
hair.
a kid with Wiz Khalifa.
And then who? Erica Mena?
Erica Mena.
Erica Mena.
Who is that?
Tell me.
Oh, she's a babe, too.
Interesting.
Who's Gem 101?
That was the one that just a minute ago looks kind of like, all the other gals.
Former janitor, Jim.
not Gem 101. Gem.
She's cute, too.
This gal.
Gem.
Well,
She looks like an actress. I just can't put my...
She looks a
Finger
little
on
like
there.
Eva Longoria. Little bit. Maybe a little bit.
25
She's the kind of person that when she takes the makeup off, if she could walk on the street, no one's
Latin.
gonna have a clue who it is.
Dude, almost 60
Sure.
million for Catch Me Outside?
Yeah, dude.
That's about 6
$59
inches
million
of makeup.
bucks.
take that, Dr. Phil.
Don't you dare.
I will.
Oh, here's an article. And Bad Baby...
What are you doing, you effing little bitch?
Yeah,
Showing
making
receipts.
That's
$60
what
million
he's
bucks.
saying now. Yeah.
She's showing receipts.
Yeah, Bella Thorne made $1 million in 24 hours.
Bad Baby set that record, or beat that record, by racking up $1 million in 6 hours.
Man. 87% of the users on OnlyFans are men. 61% age 18 to 34.
Oh, it says that she was a rapper, a teenage rapper, and then at 18 launched this OnlyFans and retired from rapping.
So she had a pretty decent rap career. Like she was going around.
Pretty decent rap career.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever heard from
I remember.
this
No.
lady.
No,
Remember,
I-
we were playing like Paris Hilton's song and some other people's, and then this one came out, and people were like, "Oh, it's kind of legit."
This is legit. Like she
What?
went on tour and toured.
Yeah, it's not something that we would listen to in this room, but it's like it
Speak for yourself.
belonged in a way.
Yeah, it wasn't so far out of the realm of like, celebrity garbage.
It says that she's got a kid.
She does. She just had a kid.
Oh, did you say that? I'm sorry.
that
I missed
happen?
No, I didn't say it, but she does. She just gave birth.
Congrats.
What happened to her mom? Wasn't her
set up
mom
a
like
trust
kind of running
fund.
things for a while? Remember when they had like a reality show, or maybe it was on YouTube,
whole
and
thing
they were like
was-
fist fighting?
The whole thing was she was on Dr. Phil's show because it was like, here's my out of control teen.
Yeah, but I hate to think this way, but like, do you think that was kind of a setup too to
get the
get some
sales?
attention and like spend?
The Dr. Phil thing?
Yeah, from the mother. Listen,
No, I think it was a legit. My teens out of control. Help me, Dr. Phil.
but I don't remember what I was watching, but it was some sort of like documentary kind of thing of those two.
Somebody touched my pee-pee.
The mom seemed as crazy as she did.
Well, listen, kids, let this be a lesson.
What? Your parent takes you on Dr. Phil, and then you're a rapper, and you have a baby, and
And
now
you're worth $60 million.
Right.
No, let it be a lesson that attention pays.
Yes.
Wow, it's a good lesson.
You know what you guys used to play all the time, and I haven't heard it in the year of being on this show, was that attention song. Attention, please.
Attention.
And I think
Attention.
I'd like to hear it right now if you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I could find that.
That's a good little jam.
Attention sells, man. That's all that matters.
I like attention. 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 More attention. Attention now, please.
Yeah.
I like it.
Pays
That's what
$60
sells.
million.
I mean, think about that. You said what 4 people on there are rappers or musicians. Like they're supposed to be selling music. Music is the business card. This is where you make the money.
Taking your top off.
Well, okay. I don't know. Is Tyga taking his top off?
I mean, he's hanging brains. I mean,
Is he
it's-
really? Wow, that's wild. Wasn't somebody else on there too? Huge name, Chris Brown or somebody was doing the same thing. Weren't they?
I don't know, but the whole thing with also Cardi B was like number 2. She don't even post anything on there anymore.
Really?
Yeah, wasn't she pooping and stuff on hers?
No.
Yes, she did some sort of. She had a bathroom one that I don't know if it was for OnlyFans, but there was a video of her like talking smack on the toilet,
Are you for
and she's
real?
like, "Hang on a minute," and like,
No.
yes,
No.
look
Hang on.
it up.
No, on OnlyFans?
I don't know if it was OnlyFans or public, like Twitter.
No, I think she says she don't even post really much anymore. These are all subscriptions. Like you subscribe to her page and you get billed every month.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. Here, okay, this article says Cardi B takes a on IG on Instagram Live, proves she has explosive diarrhea.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Wow, dude.
So hot.
Stop it!
No, she gave that away for free.
Yeah, that could have been some
What
real
are we
money
doing,
making
man?
material.
What happened? What happened to the days
where
of our
we are.
stars having like some
Golly.
persona and some
They're just like
mystery
us,
and-
guys.
Yeah.
I hate how this is what sells now. It doesn't make sense to me, man. It just doesn't make
Well,
sense.
are we desensitizing ourselves to the point that in 10 years, what is it going to be that we're subscribing to?
It's gonna go back. It's gonna. It's
The pendulum will swing the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just on the max up on this side. I hope.
Where you're going to pay somebody, you're going to subscribe to somebody to just watch them sit there? I mean, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because the attention of that kind of crap is so monetizable now. I'm not sure how.
Now you're going to
pendulum-
pay people not to take their clothes off.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't obviously do that. So
Please keep your top on.
I wonder
give
how
you-
it's gonna
I'll
work.
subscribe. $10 a month for you to keep your clothes on.
there'll be the factions though of the Michael Jacksons that I mean, like you read a little bit about his early career and how he was talking about how he was obsessed with P.T. Barnum and like the whole pageantry, the circusry of remember Bubbles the Chimp and having the hyperbaric chamber and like he was leaking stories to the National Enquirer that he was sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber so he could live forever, like all these wild things. And that was him planting all that kind of stuff to have this wild persona built up of this superhuman wild personality that didn't make any sense. Like there's where what happened to the good old days?
The Bad Baby chick. Okay, so somebody on Instant Feedback said, so the Bad Baby chick, when she turned 18, she like got on there and like creepy dudes were like, oh, she turned 18, let's go and subscribe. So it was almost like, remember when the Olsen twins were going to turn 18?
Right,
And
she
people-
monetized.
Creepy dudes. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
Had like countdown to the Olsen, twins turn 18.
Right.
Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, so she monetized it, and okay, good, great.
Do you remember that was a big deal?
I know, and then they went off the grid, as they should have. I mean, I love that nobody knows what's up with those Olsen twins now.
Except for they're banking rich because they're brilliant
Back when
business people.
when the Olsen twins were underage, and this is mind-blowing.
I know.
Guys were like, I can't wait till they turn 18. For what?
Oh, dude, they did the same thing with Miley Cyrus. They did the same thing with a lot of these gals.
Yeah.
Which is awful.
It is.
And this chick cashed in. And I don't know how much it costs to be a subscriber to her OnlyFans page.
You pick the. Are there like tiers or something? Is that how you do it?
I don't know. Our OnlyFans representative is off this week.
Fans.
Man, I'm curious as to how the pendulum will swing, because now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, that was the shock value back in the day, and we've talked about how now cringe equals shock. So like cringe is the new shock, and that's what sells, and that's how you get the attention. But like the shock of like, oh my gosh, is Michael Jackson that much of a weirdo? He's got this Neverland Ranch, and he's sleeping in a hyperbaric chamber, and he's got this chimp, this pet.
But that was the whole thing. Like you didn't know.
Right. You didn't know, but now like the wildness is like, oh my gosh, Cardi B has explosive diarrhea. Like, I mean, is that the equivalent?
Okay, so a monthly subscription to this chick's OnlyFans will set you back $24. $24 a month.
Golly,
Less than $1 a day.
Do you get her Netflix password?
$24 a month.
And what's that get you? A picture a day?
And there's probably other content
random?
you have to pay extra for. But she's got the receipts, and she shows, like, here's my income statement.
I wouldn't even subscribe, and I love so many celebrities. Like Jennifer Aniston is somebody I adore, and if she had a subscription service where I'm not talking like pornographic or anything, I just wouldn't subscribe. Like there's enough of her everywhere where I'm like, okay, I can go onto her Instagram profile for free, see how her hair looks today. I feel good. I just want to make sure she's healthy and good. I would never subscribe to a celebrity monthly for any content. Like literally anything. There's nothing that I want on a monthly basis.
Phil, just by himself,
I don't know if you read People magazine, if you read the Star magazine. That's
I don't.
All that's all that
I do
stuff.
in line at Schnucks when I'm getting my groceries. That's
yeah,
the
but then
only
you
time.
are that's all this.
But it's not, because I'm getting bits and pieces. The internet has tons of information for us. I just find it interesting that people subscribe. I guess the only thing is sex. That's why people want to see dirty, nasty stuff, and that's the thing that keeps them compelled.
$60 million.
I know.
Well, I mean, they're monetizing it in 100 different ways. It's just like the avenues before were, how much can I get Apple TV Plus to pay me to pay Jennifer Aniston to be in the show,
right?
So then people can see more of me, and that's their model, and that's the age-old model. These younger folks and Bad Baby or whatever, they're just taking it into it's just a more direct model of, I'm just going to give them whatever.
I'm taking the middleman out of it, except that OnlyFans is taking their little cut too.
Sure, yeah, but I'm just saying,
I'm taking my boobies right to the people.
It's just it's a different avenue. Like anybody can make music in their basement today and put it out to anybody.
Now I don't need Playboy. Now I don't need anything else.
Yeah, it's just it's the attention model. It's just wild what the product of the attention is. It's so weird to me, man.
I think it's like people that are addicted to gambling, though. Like, I don't have that problem. I can go to the casino and not gamble everything away. Other people can't do that, and I understand that. But it's the same thing. Even if I love John Stamos and he was getting naked on OnlyFans, I would not subscribe to that.
You're not a horny man.
That's true.
You're not a horned up guy.
What's up with you guys?
Time out. What if that were available, that scenario 20 years ago?
No, I mean, no, really.
Guys, this is a guy thing.
And that's so interesting, the ethnography
clearly.
of that. Why is it a guy
Clearly
thing?
it's a guy thing. Out of the top 10, you had one feller.
Well, also the percentage of guys that are on there is just 80-something%.
That's what's so funny.
Users, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the sex industry
This is a guy
in general.
thing. Women are not doing this. Women are not wasting money.
It was just like that.
We're really not.
That company that
you guys are buying handbags.
We are. We're buying hair products and makeup and,
you guys are buying,
and animals.
This is our handbags.
Yeah. This is our handbags.
Let me have my $24
You're probably right
handbag
about that.
every month.
Do you remember the app that was the one that helps you cheat?
Ashley Madison.
Yeah, it was like 90% dudes on there.
Well, there was that leak. It was like 99%
no
guys.
chicks, is all guys.
And one woman. It's like one woman for every 300-something thousand guys on Ashley Madison. And she's super tired, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
She's getting hers. Listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back and Lern will present us with the sex toy of the week.
Oh, yes.
It is 8:45. It's Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival, the Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Crash 170 northbound at Natural Bridge Road. Look out there. Also, severe delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. Your point forecast, scattered showers. High of 79. Right now it's 63 at the Point Studio.
America Chevy dealers present Point Fest.
It's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage at Point Fest, and I have the absolute honor of being joined by Sean and Mike from Alice in Chains. Guys, how are you?
Wow, how do you live up to that?
Yeah, we better not suck tonight.
That'll ruin our sound. So.
Wow. Man.
All right, so the first question that I have is one that I've wanted to ask you guys and a band of your ilk for quite some time.
Ilk.
I like his vocabulary. He's good at what he does.
Well, when you are a band that has been around for as long as Alice in Chains has,
Millenniums.
and you were I don't know the best way to say this, so it might come out rough, but you were one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. Like, is that
Talking about, Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday, and, you can give mom flowers, you can do all sorts of things for her, but you know what mom really would appreciate? If you get her oil change, those tires rotated, and get herself her car all cleaned out courtesy of a Munganast dealership. I'm talking about up to Alton Toyota or going to St. Louis Acura on Manchester. You don't have to have either types of those vehicles to go to Munganast to get your oil change, those tires rotated for no additional fee. And here's the deal. They'll vacuum it out, and it'll look so good after it's done. And mom is going to be so happy that she doesn't have to go do that herself. It is a weirdo special. In fact, you can call Jamie Burkhardt today, who's up at Alton Toyota, and talk to him about it. In fact, I hope you do. 618-539-2288. Again, 618-539-2288. That is a dedicated VIP line for those of us weirdos who maybe want to get this to happen. You can get on the books. You can go to stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com to schedule this service, which is so ultra convenient. And this, of course, is my dealership in my heart because I just love Munganast so much. So do something good for mom this Mother's Day, coming up on Sunday with Munganast.
He is kind. He is supple. He is magical. He is stainless. He is sensual. He is raw. He is power. He is limber. He is untouched. He is pure. King Scott Extra Virgin Royal Oil. Maintain your purity.
Dude, this sucks. Hey, welcome back to the farm. So a couple weeks ago, a storm blew through and knocked a big-ass tree down. So I got a tree that I need to kind of get rid of, or at least saw down a little bit. So, of course, I got the pro, Mark from Colonel Landscaping, with me. So, Mark, not only
yes, sir.
Do you put trees in,
yes, sir,
but you take trees out.
Yes, sir. Full service.
So you see what we got here?
Yeah. So I think it might have been dead before it fell.
Yeah. But who knows what kind of wind blew it over? We just came down here and it was felled.
Yes, sir.
So we need to cut it down. We need to kind of haul it out of here. So
we'll cut it into some manageable pieces.
Cut it into manageable pieces and then
just
haul it out to somewhere, a burn pile somewhere. So what should we do?
We're gonna get it into small enough sections, move it in by hand. Since we're on a pretty steep slope here, we're not getting anything else down there, so it's gonna take a little
elbow grease?
A little hauling ourselves.
How old do you think this thing is, or was?
It's 60 plus.
60 plus years old?
Oh yeah.
So I guess we should just start sawing pieces off and make them manageable sizes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The hot thing now in the area. Go-karts in Soulard, go-karts in Eureka, go-karts in Newtown. Up in St. Charles. Now, where are you going to get a custom golf cart? No, you're not going to go to a big box store. Oh, there's a sale. Well, you get what you pay for. Crap. You go to Getaway Carts. Getaway Carts, your one-stop shop for custom golf carts. They specialize in made-to-order golf carts. You pick everything. The color, the seats, the wheels, the stereo system, the body, the lift. They do it all. If you could dream it, they could do it at Getaway Carts. Good dudes who own the place. They finance lithium battery installs and swaps. I mean, honest face-to-face. You talk to the owners. Their service is really what sets them apart. If you buy from them, they will deliver it to your house. If you have something wrong, they will come pick it up, fix it, and deliver it back. Lift kits, rear flip seats, light kits, wheels and tires, custom upholstery, sound bars, underlighting, you name it, they do it at Getaway Carts. When I was down there a couple weeks ago, I sat in a brand new Mad Jack's X Series, sweet golf cart, offering 0% financing. It's Getaway Carts. GetawayCarts.com, getawaycarts.com.